Hello.
I-
So we did it. We're at episode 20.
Whoa. Chonch ASMR 20 bomb stream.
20th stream. I'm going to go get a hot tub. You know what? I'm going to mukbang my way through Twitch's channel. I don't know what I'm going with this. So yes, we're here. Episode 20 of this podcast. Big stuff has happened. Big things. The biggest things. But before we get into the big things, how was your week, good sir?
So I didn't watch the vampire movie.
God damn it, you didn't watch it?
No.
That's okay.
I need to watch it.
I didn't watch it.
Alright, cool. I did, however, listen to 30 Seconds to Mars, if that's any, like...
Yeah, that counts.
You know.
Yeah, you did see something with Jared Leto in it. It counts.
Like, honestly, I was listening to it and just sitting there thinking, why couldn't he just keep making better music instead of being an actor?
My thing is that did he do music before acting, or was
Yes.
he?
I'm pretty sure it was before acting. Might have been like a thing where he was just doing both. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because like Jared Leto was in American Psycho. When did that come out?
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh.
2000.
American Psycho was 2000s.
2000s. Wow. Why do I think that movie's? I think that movie is like way older for some reason.
No, but 30 Seconds to Mars wasn't really big until 2000s, right?
Technically, yeah. 30 Seconds to Mars.
I think The Kill, right, was like their big song.
Yeah. 1998.
For what?
When they like got started technically. 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1998 was when they formed.
I don't know.
All right, yeah. Well, Morbin 30 Morbin Seconds to Mars?
30.
Or wait, 30 seconds to Morb?
30 seconds to Morb time.
Morbin. Uh-huh.
I try to think things I did. I started watching Seinfeld again. Love that show.
Never watched it.
Seinfeld? It's good. You ever watch Friends?
Nope.
Really? Okay.
No. No.
What sitcom do you like?
Full House?
Okay.
I'm genuinely trying to think if I enjoy any sitcoms.
The concept's really not that different, except for it's all adults instead of having any children.
Yeah,
the shows.
Well, yeah, that's true.
No, there's a child in Friends for a little bit, like here and there, but
yeah,
Full House is like all about
that family. It's
family
so
friendly type of thing.
It's so weird because of the fact that people, well, specifically,
your video just froze and is bugging out on my screen.
Is it? Is it frozen still?
What the fuck?
Am I frozen?
Yeah.
Really?
What is happening? Yeah, your like image is like bopping back and forth. I could screen capture it if you want. Oh no, I can't. Wait. I could.
You could. I mean, on my end, I look okay.
Alright, that's fine. As long as it's good.
Okay. No, because my thing is, just going back to like Full House, it was interesting at the fact of like learning Bob Saget's like actual career as a comedian and like what kind of jokes he would make, and the contrast to that of like when people actually heard his jokes after doing Full House and people were like, what the fuck, Bob Saget? And it's like, no, that's how he's always been.
No, yeah, and he used to do Family America's Funniest Home Videos.
That's also true. Yeah, that's true. Like he was always seemed as like the America's dad in a way, but like when you actually like see some of his like stand up, it's really vulgar. It's like some fucked up shit he says sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't think I've watched that many like sitcoms. I think anything that came on like Nick at Night was like shit that I would watch. Like, what was it? It was Full House, the George Lopez Show.
That was a good show.
Fuck, what was the other one? Shit. Was Married with Children on Nick at Night?
I think at some point.
Okay. Well, Married with Children, I found enjoyable, but yeah, not really like anything I would say. God, I love this sitcom. It's so good.
Yeah.
But Seinfeld. You like Seinfeld?
No. Yeah. I've watched Seinfeld like the entire. I've watched it in its entirety a few times. Friends, same. The Office, same. I Love Lucy, same. But when you're saying like you watch George Lopez and stuff like and Full House, like those are like the child version. When you're younger, like those were more what like we were supposed to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And when I did see Friends on, I would think like why when adults would watch it, like mom, friends, whoever,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, why are you guys watching this? Like, it doesn't seem funny. And now that I'm older, of course, I'm like, oh yeah, like these are hilarious. I just didn't understand it,
These are too relatable. Who do you relate more to?
Oh yeah, who do I relate to in that show? Man.
Matthew LeBlanc.
Probably George in Friends.
Oh, in Friends, okay.
Or not Friends. I'm sorry. And Jesus, in Seinfeld, George in Seinfeld. And
I agreed with you too because I was like, oh yeah. Go ahead.
I don't know who in
Friends.
In Friends.
George.
Huh?
Just George Costanza again.
Yeah, I love George Costanza, man. He's hilarious.
It's funny because like, isn't just George Costanza like a surrogate for Larry David? He's just like a Larry David surrogate. Have you ever watched the show?
I don't know.
Have you ever watched the show or like clips of Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Yeah, I've seen clips. I've never watched the show.
Okay, I've seen clips as well, but like I think we talked about this too, where like some stuff that Larry wrote for Seinfeld was like stuff that he went through. So like him quitting was like one of the big things where he quit and then came back and acted as if nothing happened. But yeah, like Larry David's pretty funny. Like I've seen, like I said, I've seen clips of Curb, and like it's pretty good shit.
Yeah, I should definitely check the show out.
Yeah, I should too. So what else you got?
I went back in for more of Game of Thrones, and still can't like. Man, it's like I can watch like 20 minutes at a time, dude, and I just get so bored.
Which one? Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon? Oh, okay.
Have you watched it? The original?
Yeah, I didn't watch. I think the last 2 seasons, but I was really like committed to that series.
I think I'm on episode 2, and the first episode they were like, the White Walkers, and I was just like, okay, like, I don't know. I don't know, man.
It's like, that won't be a thing till later. The White Walkers.
No, they saw them though.
Yeah, that's true.
The guy went back. I mean, he didn't say, I guess, White Walker, but I know the term. Yeah. And he was just like, there's people in the snow. Watch out, Gov. And I'm just like, cool, dude.
You're like turning this off.
Yeah, that I've just, like I said, I watched the rest of the second episode, shit like that. Gotta check it out more. I don't think I really watched a lot of. I actually watched a bunch of Dragon Ball Abridged on YouTube, of course. I've already like seen all this stuff before, but there's like, I don't know why it's on my like For You front of YouTube page, but a bunch of like the creators have been doing like
commentary tracks. Yeah.
So
I still got to check those out. Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool to see them be like, you know, how they started and why they're working on, or why they were working on it, and like, of course, it's just like passion project stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty good.
It's just talking about like Dragon Ball for a little bit. It's funny at the fact that like they were gonna stop like way earlier. Like I think at the Frieza saga they were gonna stop. But then they continued on with the Cell saga, and then I remember a lot of people were asking for the Majin Buu stuff. Yeah. And they were just like, nah, like we can't do it. Because I think it was also the issue with their stuff getting like striked on YouTube. So there was like a whole ordeal because of that. And they were just like, we don't want to continue to do this. Because if this shit's going to continue to happen, then there's no point. And there was also like another weird thing that they talked about, that they had like, they came to like an agreement with Toei Animation. But like for some reason, the shit just keeps getting like striked.
Yeah.
It was really weird. I forget where they talked about it. I think they talked about it like on their YouTube. About that like whole shenanigans of like copyright shit. But yeah, I should probably watch those commentary tracks.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And then for game stuff, I tried Metal something singer or whatever.
Oh, Metal Hellsinger.
Hellsinger, that's what it is. Holy shit. The music's so good.
Oh, okay.
What a cool game. The rhythm part, little
iffy, right?
Yeah, like every time I tried to be on beat, which could 1,000% be my own dumb fucking fault. Just doesn't feel as smooth as it could be. Which like, I don't know this company. I don't know what they've done before. But for what it is, it's good. And I would like to see the soundtrack come out because I look for it, and it's not there.
No, because I think it's all like game exclusive stuff, like tracks specifically made for the game.
Oh yeah, but if they like,
if they do one, like a whole soundtrack.
Well, they made the game and all the music's there. So if they would just exclusively put it out underneath the game company or whatever, I'd be okay with that. I'm sure there's something blocking that or something. The game, but I also would assume somebody's going to find a way to pull them somehow someday.
The game hasn't released yet, has it? No, right?
It's out.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Pretty sure it's been out for a while.
No, because I remember during the Game Awards. Huh? What? Hold on. Oh, it came out the 15th.
September?
Yeah.
Ah.
Weird. Huh. That was until like October for some reason.
Specifically because of how the rhythm didn't work, I wouldn't pay $40 for it.
It's 40?
Yeah.
Oh. Weird. So what do you suggest? Wait for a sale?
Oh yeah. I'm 1,000% only gonna pay either $15 or $20 for it, not its full price, not at all.
It's 30 on Steam.
Yeah, well, of course I want to play it on PlayStation, you know.
Damn, they're doing that PlayStation tax. That sucks.
Yeah, I don't know why is another 10. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that sucks.
There'll be a sale. You already know that, or maybe it'll just come to extra, and I won't have to worry about that.
Yep. Got that extra.
Make sure you get extra, guys. I don't play any games on there anymore. It's pretty great. To be fair, if I didn't play, I think Grand Theft Auto's on there. If I liked Avengers, that's cool. It has there's games on there that are worth it, but I've played them. I have the PS5 games that I've already wanted. So
not really anything that you're like super interested in that you haven't played.
Right. I tried the Assassin's Creeds. They're just fucking bad. And like, man, do I wish I liked Assassin's Creed, dude, because they have all like so many on there.
Okay, oh man, wait until we talk about the
Yeah,
news.
yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I told you, I think I told you, I didn't like Modern Warfare 2's beta.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I was waiting for. Was that you mentioned that what is it? It's the closed beta, right? That you're in.
It's open today to PlayStation.
Oh, now it's open.
So all PlayStation owners can play, unless you're PS1, 2, or 3. You can't play it.
Wow. So much hate for the PlayStation. Thanks, Xbox.
Oh yeah, they really ruined us.
Uh-huh.
BTW, that's fucking dumb.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So first impressions, like day one going into that beta, fucking hated everything about it. So the move from Modern Warfare 2019 to MW2 2022 is, it feels like a completely different game, and I don't know why they did it like that. So it's I know you don't play the Warfare or the Call of Duties anymore.
Well, yeah. Okay.
But what's the latest one you played? What's the most recent one you played?
I didn't play Vanguard. I didn't play Cold War. I think it was World War II.
You played a bad one. That sucks.
I played WW2. That's the one I played.
Like at launch, it had issues, but it was still a pretty okay game at launch.
So
here, when you shoot,
wait, hold on. The reason why we played it was because me and Wesley streamed it. We played it the campaign, and then I think we played a little bit of the multiplayer afterwards, and then we just never touched it ever again. We liked the campaign. I thought it was okay. Yeah, it was okay. But yeah, go ahead.
For multiplayer on the MW2 2022, the movement is slowed, which is fine for me. I don't really like people speeding around like crackheads and killing me.
Oh man, okay, sorry. I just remembered nothing.
No,
no, because you said like moving around like crazy. I just saw this video of like somebody like I think like screen capturing someone else's gameplay, and just like their movements is like so sporadic. But I think they're playing on PC, so it's like it looks like Counter-Strike almost, of like levels of ridiculous, or like early Fortnite, like where I was just like I can't fucking touch this game because fucking people are like zooming around with their camera, building shit. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think another video you're talking about, it says like #1 movement or something. Yeah, they're dude, whoever's doing that shit is like, I don't know, doing too much, trying too hard. I don't know. They're enjoying the game though. That's fine.
Yeah.
So the movement feels fine, slowed down. You can slide, but it's not as effective as it used to be. You can like shoot, but you can't aim while sliding, which I think you were able to do in Warzone and Modern Warfare. But they also have the dolphin dive still. They bring that back as well. So you light hold to slide, and then if you hard press circle to dive, it'll throw you forward, which seems to be the most effective way of dodging bullets if you're trying to get in from one area to another. Basically, there's a middle ground of like unsafe area. You run, dive, make it into the next area. So like if you're going into a doorway, outside like wall area, whatever. Like that's all good. The perks are kind of weird. You have 2 perks that are automatically on you when you load in. So like sprinting, one of them is a perk, and then what is it, overkill, I think it's called, with the 2 guns. So you can have one AR and then a second AR instead of like an AR and a pistol. And then your 3rd and 4th perk are earned throughout the game. So you have to, or you have to wait like a certain amount of time. I think I can't remember. So basically, as the game goes on, you unlock the third perk, which could be like fast hands, so reloading your gun, and then the fourth perk like dead silent or something, where your footsteps are quieter. But most of the time, like that perk is showing up like 10 kills are left in the game. You really don't have to use that perk anymore. It's not as impactful because it's in the game later. So you're not really using it as much. So again, like it's just not impactful as much. My biggest problem with the game has been aim stability. So when you're pointing a gun at somebody and you squeeze the trigger, your gun bucks up and down, left and right, whatever, right? The recoil. It is, if you're using an AR, almost impossible to constantly hold the trigger and aim at somebody and be able to tell that you're on that target, because the movement on the gun is so like fucking jumpy. And on top of that, if you hit a wall or the ground has dirt on it or the wall like gets hit, debris comes up and you cannot see again. Like it just fucking destroys the area of what you're trying to see, like visually. Trying to think what else.
Was that like in Modern Warfare 2018?
No. This game is weird as fuck.
What is it trying to do? Is it trying to be like realistic in a way?
It feels like they went for a more realistic feel as far as that stuff goes. This is gonna sound really like weird. I mean, it's gonna sound more so like it's gonna sound like I'm just bad, and that's fine. I am bad at the game. I do understand that. But
what kind of scrub quote do you have?
But another problem like I noticed is like I'm shooting somebody in the chest, and then or I guess in their back technically, because they're turned around, and I'm just constantly putting bullets into this person, and then they turn around and shoot me once, and I'm dead. And I know, like, don't get me wrong, I know headshots are more of a kill and all that, but it feels like the time to kill. And everyone online is saying it's too fast. The time to kill, the bullets put into somebody to put them down, is too fast. They think it should take longer to do. I think it's not fast enough, personally.
Huh. Weird.
I play one-shot mode, so like.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask.
When it comes out, I'll play hardcore. Again, I'm sure I'm bad or whatever, but when I do play one-shot mode in Modern Warfare, I can take an entire team myself. When I'm playing core mode in any of these games, I'm constantly getting just dogpiled on by like 3 or 4 people. So I don't know. I as the days went on, I've played the past like 2 or 3 days. It got a couple updates, feels a little better as far as the stability, and I can't tell if that's just me getting used to the game or if they fixed it a little bit, if they adjusted it. But I think they adjusted it some as far as like the sporadic movement of the gun.
So are they doing that? Are they doing like live updates for the current beta?
So they haven't, like, as far as I know, they haven't released any information on what the updates have done. But the past couple days we have gotten updates where it's like you got to restart your game and the update will be applied. So we've done that a couple times already, 2 or 3, I think.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it is a beta. The game's definitely done, but they're, as far as like us complaining about things like this is what they're doing right now, is saying, all right, let's see what we can tweak before the game comes out, so they're not complaining day one playing the game,
Yeah, and I think just to see network stability as well.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So currently, like, what do you think of the game? Like,
Don't buy it.
Okay.
I wouldn't pre-order it. I've already done it, so
yeah. That's how you got into the closed beta. Yeah.
If it was as bad as day one and they weren't going to change how it feels, I think they're going to change a few things too before it comes out still. But if it was as bad as day one. I would say don't even fucking get this game at all. And on day one when I was playing, I was complaining so much that I was considering getting a refund from PlayStation because I was just like, there's no way I can play this game
Wow.
and actually enjoy myself. And I like Call of Duty, man. I even played the last one, and that was fucking trash.
No, Vanguard. You didn't like Snoop Dogg? You didn't like that Snoop Doggy Dog?
My friend actually got Snoop Dogg, and that's probably one of the most enjoyable moments I had. Is just me and him running around, me watching him smoke a joint and fucking blow people up. It's pretty great.
It's so stupid. Yeah, well, okay, I guess. Yeah, because I was thinking about getting this this Call of Duty just to try to like get back in, I guess. But since you said the open beta is happening now, right?
PlayStation Open Beta's today. It ends in like 15 hours.
Oh shit!
It'll be back around though next weekend.
Okay, I'll probably try the next one then.
Yeah, if you get on and want to play it, let me know.
Yeah,
I'll run with you.
I'll try the next one just to see if I might like it. If I don't like it, then
dude, if you come out of it and you're like, yo, I've been dropping like 20 kills, I'll be like, all right, so buy it and you carry me, thank you.
I've become a Call of Duty player, streamer. I stream only Call of Duty.
Only the dudes.
Only the dudes. Okay, well, yeah. I guess I'll wait for the next beta, and I'll let you know when I'm on.
Hell yeah.
Anything else?
Oh yeah. This is just something I wanted to say because it happened. Lil Nas X is going to be doing the official song for League of Legends World Championship.
Okay.
And there's a video with him promoting him being part of the League of Legends team for like this whole duration of Worlds. Yeah, I don't know. Super stoked because like they team up with people every year for Worlds to do like a little special something. They actually teamed up with a band I love called The Word Alive, like 4 years ago, and that's a heavy metal band, well, metalcore band, and then, of course, like they got some Asian singers and stuff, or Korean. I'm not sure. I think that was in China a couple years ago. But anyways, they got a couple of other artists to go and sing with it as well. It's cool because like a lot of the time when they do it in another country, it seems like they tend to use talent from there. So it's just cool to see like, you know, they brought it to America for this year, so it's nice to see like Lil Nas, which like I think he's a good artist. I like him a lot. I like his music.
Yeah. I'd say he's the representation of America.
Well, see, who would you, if you had to say?
I couldn't choose. I could not.
You see, right?
Like the problem is that like I don't really listen to that much like modern pop music, and I think the only one that I would say I listen to, but even then, like Lil Nas X has like so many singles that's like he doesn't necessarily have like a full album that I can be like, yeah, I really like Lil Nas X.
You should listen to his full album. It is good.
Which one did he come out with a full album?
Amon. I don't want to say it wrong. I don't know it.
Okay, I'll see if it's a full
I want to say
album.
Montreal, but it's not. It's like
that's
Momentum
in Canada.
Or something.
That's in Canada.
I know. It's great though, man. I love the dude. He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is that like I couldn't like think of anybody to represent America when it comes to like music. Bruce Springsteen? I don't know.
No, see, I knew.
John Bon Jovi.
John Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
What for the young people, right? Like, what is their like
what
American person? Rock.
Eminem.
Oh, god dang it.
Eminem.
I would have loved. I'm not gonna lie. I would have loved Eminem doing.
Eminem. I keep thinking about Dua Lipa. That's also another one.
Yeah, See, I think Ariana Grande, or
Ari- Areola,
Ariella,
Areola Grande.
Ariana,
Uh,
Ariana Grande, would probably be like another choice. I think they would, but I don't think like they could have gotten someone big enough like that. And like it's weird to say that because like I know Nas is big,
yeah,
but like I think Ariana is like on another level. Obviously, I also think that like Drake or Eminem, like these are like probably the highest paid entertainers. You
yeah.
know?
Just remembered right now. Ariana Grande did like a collaboration with Final Fantasy.
Whoa,
I think with like the mobile game Exodus, I think it's called.
gross.
Yeah, it was weird. It was really weird.
That
But
does make sense though, because everyone wants a fucking like
well, sorry, I just thought about it.
long-haired fucking blonde
No,
woman singing for their
I think this was like
mobile games.
during the hype of like one of her latest albums, and she had like a leather bunny mask kind of thing going on.
Oh shit, that's actually old, I think.
Yeah, that was like a while ago. That's the only one I remember with Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
But no,
Ariella.
I just remembered. I was like, what if Kanye though? Kanye cross league.
There's
Got
very few things that would make me want to not play League of Legends again.
Get Yeezus in there.
And I really, really think that would be one of them. Nah, I think Little Nas is gonna be cool, man.
Yeah, I think Little Nas was a good choice.
Yeah, they
that's my
already
perspective.
previewed the song. The song comes out though before World starts, so that's something that like is weird.
I
And
think
then he collaborated for making a skin for the new champion that's coming out.
oh,
So
is it a
I don't know how much influence he's gonna have had on the skin,
is
but
it
I can only imagine people are gonna hate on it because of him as well.
yeah, people are gonna probably like bash it for being it's from a gay guy, and it's like, can we just move on
Yeah,
from that?
I did see a thing because I actually follow him on Twitter,
Hmm.
and he posted a thing at his concert the other night. There were a bunch of people outside protesting because he's gay.
That's
Um,
that's the a thing just clicked with me because it's like how toxic League's community can be.
uh,
It's like it wouldn't go past me that like they would do like some gay bashing shit.
it's hard, right? Because like
Yeah.
League is toxic. League is toxic, yes. But I don't think it's toxic in the way that you're like saying like that. Like I don't think people are like fuck the gays. They're
Hmm.
like you fucking suck at playing the goddamn game. Fuck you.
Okay.
It's more. It's not like toxicity of like being a hater or not a hater, being a racist or a phobic of anything, right?
Hmm.
Homophobic or
But my question is,
other ones.
have you ever seen anyone use the F word?
Calling someone okay, huh? No, not really. I'm sure I have. Let's put it. I've probably seen it once or twice,
Okay. Okay.
but a, a lot of the times, like what I get is like, I bet you're a fat piece of shit. I bet you don't clean under your fingernails or something like shit. Like the league people have the fucking most creative, fucking horrible shit to say to you because they know they'll get banned. But like,
Yeah.
if you tell someone they're filth by like saying like, you know, I bet your toes stink or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just dumb shit that people. But then you do. Like I've seen the N word. I've
Uh-huh.
seen, and this is texting. Like you have to put your fucking effort into actually making someone read this shit. Like, so when somebody does go through and say that stuff, usually the entire chat will, or the entire game, right? All the other players will report that person. That person gets banned for like 4 days.
Mm.
I believe if you use slurs more than once, I think it's like a 3 strikes you're out type of deal. So you will lose your account, but you can always make another account and blah 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 blah. There's a lot of shit going on. So
Yeah.
but when it comes down to it, no, the league community is never really like gay bashing or racist like to a huge extent. It's more like
Just playing.
A lot of the time, it's more like you fucking suck at this role. The one I get the most is kill yourself. That's the one that comes out the most.
Jesus
People will just tell you to fucking kill yourself because you're bad at the game, and like that's a pretty bad one. But like,
yeah,
I don't know. Like, I
it's
could take
goofy.
that shit.
Yeah, it's goofy. It's some goofy ass shit.
Yeah, my favorite ones are always the very like time worked on
They created a whole like poem about
no, people fucking, they're wild, man. They're like, fucking, I don't know, I bet you lick the inside of people's nose or something, shit like that, funny stuff. See?
Okay. Yeah, it's because it's so stupid.
Anyways, that's the end of everything I wanted to say.
Okay.
Don't lick the inside of people's noses. Lil Nas X, League of Legends.
Wow. Lil Nas League. Can't wait for the character skin, which will probably be a pink cowboy. Called it. Or Satan. Gay Satan.
I did like Gay Satan, so I'll be cool with that.
Gay Satan. Okay. So nothing else, you said?
Yeah, nothing else.
Alright. What did I do? God. I realized I felt like I did so much, but I really didn't. So I guess for shit that I watched, I mainly was watching stuff on Netflix. I finally finished Johnny Mnemonic, the Keanu Reeves movie that I was like, oh, it kind of reminds me of Cyberpunk. Wow, that is a 90s movie.
Johnny Mnemonic?
Johnny Mnemonic.
Huh.
It's a
I don't even know what that is.
It's a 90s ass cyberpunk 90s movie. You got Ice-T in there. You got God. Udo Kier is also in there. Fucking Beat Takeshi. You probably don't like know the name, but if you've seen this guy's face, you probably seen it in like somewhere. He was in one of the Yakuza games. He was in Yakuza 6, I want to say. Yes, he was in Yakuza 6. There's a lot of like big stars. And Johnny Mnemonic has like an interesting
Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren. Yes, that's the other one I completely forgot about. Dolph Lundgren. Yeah. He plays one of the bad guys who's like this weird like Jesus freak. Yeah, like I said, it's a 90s ass 90s movie. The plot was interesting in the sense that it's like, oh, it reminded me of Cyberpunk, where, the whole beginning of Cyberpunk is like you're on a mission, you not accidentally, but you put in the chip in your brain, and then you got to get that shit out because it's probably going to kill you. So that's basically the premise of Johnny Mnemonic. But Johnny Mnemonic is like one of those movies that's a little outdated because it's the far future of 2010 or 2012, I want to say. And the fucking ridiculous shit of like how the future technology looks is goofy. It is very goofy. I know it's supposed to be like quote unquote the far future, but I think the movie was like made in the 90s. So like even then, like 2012 is not the far. No, it was 2020 something. It was like 2020.
Yo, I'm looking at images and just like the finger braces.
Yes.
And like this like big metal thing he looks like he's about to put over his eyes.
Yes. It was like
this shit looks hilarious.
Yeah, this movie came out in 1995, but when was it supposed to take place?
Ice-T, bro. Or Ice Cube. What is this guy's name? Ice Cube?
Ice-T.
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 With the fucking like wig, dude. He looks
oh man, it is a 90s ass 90s movie. Like I said, I didn't hate it, but the ending was a little anticlimactic. Just like it was okay. It was okay. Oh, I didn't even realize it was based off a short story. But yeah, anyways. Johnny Mnemonic I watched. I'm very sad because I finished 2 animes that I really enjoyed, but it sucks that they're like basically done. Well, one might make a comeback. So I watched Uncle from Another World. The last episode showed, It was
Nice.
episode 7. Yeah, it makes me sad because now I don't have anything to look forward to on Wednesdays.
Are they doing another season or no?
I have no clue. The manga is still going, I believe. Like there's
I would assume
still
they do another one.
yeah, like it is genuinely like one of the funniest things I've seen in a while besides Comey can't communicate. And I really liked it. I don't know if you would like to give it a chance because it is actually like it's really interesting. And it's like and it's
What's
plot
it on?
on Netflix.
No, I'll probably check it out.
Yeah, Uncle from Another World. It is a good time. I'm trying to see what else I watched if I have it put down. Oh yeah, and the other thing that I'm a little sad that I finished, and I just finished it yesterday because I binged the whole fucking thing. Speaking of Cyberpunk, I watched Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
You watch it all?
Yes.
No spoilers, please.
No, I'm not gonna spoil it. All I can say is that
No spoilies!
it is an adult ass anime for adults. Studio Trigger was a really good studio to get behind that. It just makes me want to have like another Cyberpunk thing by Studio Trigger, but that's probably never gonna happen. Yeah, it was really good. It was really good. So yeah, that's the stuff that I watch on Netflix. I'm still watching JoJo. The latest half of part 6 of JoJo came out, so I'm watching that now.
Yep. I did see that
yeah
came out.
Yeah, JoJo part 6, which is crazy because like part 6 is, if you know about part 6 is gonna it's I'm trying to think anything else that I watched. No, I think it was all Netflix shit. Now that I really think about it. Yeah, so I think that's what I watched. And then for video games, I well, I think for streaming, what I can say is that I beat the Xenoblade Torna DLC. I don't know if this wasn't last week. No, it definitely wasn't last week when I beat it. I think this was like recent. Either way, the Torna DLC, really good, really good. Oh, it's like 17 hours. Compared to like the other games where the other games were like fucking 50 or like 60 hours. I think I saw like Xenoblade Chronicles 3 for like 60 or almost 70 hours. So I don't know if I'm going to go straight into that for the next stream game because like I said, the Torna DLC was like really it made me like really like Xenoblade more because of just like how good a lot of like the writing and like a lot of the characters and just the world are just so interesting. Obviously 3 has its own separate universe compared to the other two. The only thing that I wouldn't say is like I don't hate the combat in Xenoblade, but it's just like I think somebody described Xenoblade's combat as like MMO combat, which it's like a lot of shit is happening on screen, but you need to focus on like certain things that are happening because like there's just like it's a fucking mess. If you look at Xenoblade 2's combat and you're like fighting an enemy, there's like just shit just like coming out of like different corners of the screen while you're engaging an enemy. It is the goofiest shit. But like I said, the story like keeps me going in that series. And the music and just the world to figure out like, how fucked is this world? Because, like I said, I loved Xenoblade 1. Xenoblade 1 I think is like fucking top tier when it comes to storytelling. Xenoblade 2 I liked, but not as much as 1 because 1 was so fucking good. And then with Torna's story, it really didn't have anything to do with the main stuff of Xenoblade in a way, but it was technically like a prequel to Xenoblade 2. Which, to be fair, even though you know what's going to happen in Xenoblade 2, they make you care for the people that show up in Xenoblade 2 in this prequel game, or people you haven't met in Xenoblade 2 that only appear in this one specific game. Like there's a lot of interesting things. I talked about this. I essentially gave my whole review of this game when I finished the game on stream. It's just like, you really care for one of the guys who was a bad guy in Xenoblade 2 because his backstory, I wouldn't say it's tragic, but it's just like you see that he wasn't necessarily a bad guy the whole time. He had good intentions, like he was kind of a person. Um yeah, I really liked the Torna DLC, but like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna go straight into 3, because that's gonna be a fucking while. But the one thing I have to say that I'm glad about is that I went for fucking easy mode on that fucking game, and I just went through it like a fucking breeze.
Yep.
Oh, that was the other thing that I wanted to talk about. The other thing I didn't like about this expansion in the game, um. So the game hits a wall, essentially, when it comes to progress in its story. The game introduces you to a community system. This was a thing that existed in Xenoblade Chronicles 1, where you basically had to do like a town like building area thing in order to progress in the story. Torna does this exact same thing, but essentially what it does is that it tells you got to talk to NPCs that give you side quests in order for you to build your communities after you complete their side quests. So they join your community and you reach a certain level. I don't remember if there was anything as to like the community being like useful besides it progressing the story, but I don't know if like there was any perks or anything that happens. But either way, there were 2 times in the story where I'm doing the main story and I'm like, all right, cool, I'm in the flow of the main story, and then wall, where the game intensity tells you got to build your community level to level 2. And I was like, shit, I didn't do any side quests at the time. And I was like, shit, all right, got to go do side quests. So I did a bunch of side quests. And then I'm like near the end of the game and I'm like, all right, back in the flow, going with this game. Wall, build up your community to level 4, and I'm like I'm still on 2. Like I gotta go 2 levels up from this. So basically there's like 2 streams of me doing just side quests, and then the last episode that I did was the rest of the side quests, even though I did some side quests off stream just to get to level 4. And that was the thing that really broke the flow of the game for me, was that like we're gonna have to enforce the fact that there are side quests and you gotta fucking do them in order for you to progress to the story. That's the one thing I didn't like about the Torna story.
That's fair.
Yeah. I don't like that when games just like, here's a wall, in order to progress you gotta do the other shit that you weren't.
There's a lot of games that do that too.
It's weird. I don't like that though. I don't. I can't think of a game that does that, but like
Well, they do it through different means, right? So, like, the side quest would give you more experience, and you'd need to be a certain level to go somewhere.
Yeah, but like it doesn't. But there's not a moment in the story of a game where it just tells you can't progress in the story because you haven't done enough side quests. Like even then, you have the ability to choose to do the main mission, even if you don't want to do the side quests, just to see how it is. Like I'm saying, it is such a weird thing, but this was a thing that happened, because I tried to remember. I like, did this happen in Xenoblade Chronicles 2? And I couldn't think of it, but I remember Xenoblade Chronicles 1, where that was a thing where you were essentially building like a safe haven kind of area, and then the story literally stops when it tells you got to go back to your haven area and like build all this shit in order for you to continue with the story. It is weird. It is so weird.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like keeping my fingers crossed that like nothing like that is in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. But I hear really good things about this game, so I don't know. The next stream game is like pretty much up in the air. Like I said, I've been like eyeing a bunch of other shit because
Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
It's probably Xenoblade Chronicles 3. No, because like
you have 3, right?
I do. I have 2 copies actually.
So you can stream it twice.
I can stream it twice, exactly. Dude, fucking, that's so goofy. You like, I mentioned this like a couple episodes back, but it's just that whole ordeal with this fucking guy.
It was hilarious.
Is so goofy, and I still have it. I still have the fucking box.
I mean,
and I tried reaching out to eBay. I already reached out to eBay. No, not even trying. I already reached out to eBay and I was like, hey, like the package came back. Like I already got my refund, but I don't want like any issues with this guy, sending me a message being like, yo, I didn't get this package. So you technically bought this thing. And I'm like, but the address that's your return address isn't your address. Like, what am I supposed to do? But yeah, so far he hasn't contacted me back or anything. And even then, eBay's like, well, we already went through the whole processing thing. It was technically delivered to that address, but even though it got returned, like the transaction has already been made to return your money.
Even they're just like, oh well.
Yeah, even then they're like, there's nothing that we can necessarily do unless that guy has an issue, with you. You have to let us know so we can reach out to him and be like, nah, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, I still have it here in the box. It's been like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I want to say. But yeah, like I said, other games I've been eyeing are Lost Judgment, Fist of the North Star. There's a visual novel game that I'm super interested in as well called Somnium Files. Just a bunch of stuff that I've been eyeing just to be like, I should probably play this at a point. But yeah, Lost Judgment is like really up there. We're gonna talk about that in the news. But yeah, video games on stream. That's basically been. I played the Wolong demo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I played the Wolong. So for those that don't know, Wolong is developed by Team Ninja, published by Koei Tecmo. They're known for Neo. So Neo. I have to say, this game is very different from Neo. It still has the same gameplay elements in a way, but the combat feels much more faster. I kind of want to go in depth into how this game plays, but I feel like it's one of these things where it's like it's better for you to experience it to understand what I'm talking about. Or if you've played Neo, kind of get an idea from that, because like I'm saying, so I was looking at interviews for this game, and basically the development team have been saying that their main focus on this game is martial arts, and this game has the martial arts stuff. It is really cool because of the whole tutorial thing that teaches you got martial arts. Your martial arts help you with like your combat, and like it's a really good thing, but it's essentially like a double-edged sword that it can help you, but at the same time it fucks you up. I feel like this game is Koei Tecmo's equivalent to Sekiro. Like how From Software has like all the Souls-like games and how they all feel all similar, but then there's Sekiro that just feels really different, because Sekiro is more like fast-paced and you're more dodging and blocking and parrying shit. I feel like Wolong is essentially is Neo's Sekiro in a way. Because when you're playing the demo, I think the demo's out till the 25th of September, but when you're playing the demo and like the game's main thing for its combat is this bar that's right in the center of the screen. And essentially the bar is either orange or blue. Blue means you have a better advantage of like bringing your enemy's guard down, or if you're on orange, your guard is about to collapse and the enemy's going to have an advantage over you. So there's a lot of like using a lot of offense to your advantage. So you have to be incredibly offensive with this game. So I finished the demo. I beat the final boss. I actually beat him twice. I'm not going to say that it was the easiest thing in the world, because it was definitely not. But it is one of those games where you have to understand the enemy pattern, and it becomes a little bit easier. The only thing that I have to say that was a bit of a problem with me was this thing called deflect. So you know how I played Stranger of Paradise? Stranger of Paradise has this barrier mechanic, which is essentially like your parry, or like your Yeah, like your deflect or your parry or your shield in a way, but it's supposed to act as your parry whenever an enemy is about to hit you. So you have to time it correctly whenever the enemy hits you. If you have it out for too long, your I think your stamina gauge like decreases, and if an enemy hits you hard, you're basically like stunned in a way. So yeah, Wolong basically has that same mechanic. And the problem with the deflect is that it's like the timing window on like some enemy attacks are kind of hard to read, and like I said, this game is very fast paced. So this game really requires you to learn enemy patterns and to be like, okay, if you had the deflect down, use it as much as you can because it really fucking helps in combat. That's basically the reason why it exists. Because blocking itself is not really the best option because it brings up that orange bar. It fills it almost up, but you don't receive any damage. That's the one good thing about blocking. While with deflecting, your blue bar goes up, but you have to get that timing down well enough. If you don't, you still get hit, and you get hit. I wouldn't say hard, but like you get hit. So yeah, if you want to know what exactly I'm talking about, I would say just watch the VOD on my Twitch channel. Or hell, I even put it up on the VODs on YouTube. I just did it today. Cause yeah, like I said, it is a very interesting game. I'm very interested. It's one of my anticipated games of next year. But yeah, it is very different from Neo. Still gotta play through Neo. Got to the second DLC. Still kicks my ass, but still. And then I want to play Neo 2, because Neo 2, I remember playing the demo for that, and I really enjoyed 2's combat a little bit more than 1. Yeah, so stream games. That was basically it. So, one more thing. One more thing. So throughout my whole week on my own time, I've been playing a game in the background that I just platinumed. What do you know about Fuga Melodies of Steel?
I know that you just mentioned it to me, and I have no idea what that means.
All right. What if I were to tell you the team the team behind Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm and the fucking Demon Slayer game has a passion project that they're really adamant about. Did you find it?
Looking at the game, I wouldn't care.
Ugh.
Is it good?
Okay, so let me break down Fuga Melodies of Steel, or I'll just call it Fuga. So this game I heard about. It came out last year. I didn't know anything about it. I only know that it had furry children, essentially anthropomorphic cats and dogs that are children. It is very anime, and I was very surprised that it was by CyberConnect 2, you know, the people behind Naruto. But apparently this is something that this is a passion project that they're really interested in doing, and was really hoping that it would be bigger. So Fuga is basically a prequel to their series called Little Bronx Tale series, which apparently they had other games with like furry children in it. There's like one on the PlayStation 1, there's another one on DS, but those weren't popular. They came to the States, but like they didn't obviously sell well. Nobody really knows the fuck this series was. So Fuga is supposed to act as a prequel to all that. And it is a turn-based RPG. Yes, it's a turn-based RPG. But you're not necessarily wandering around a world. You're more on tracks, like just on a map with a track with a line, just like leading you the entire way with like different stops. Either you fight enemies, you collect stuff, you explore ruins, or you could take different paths that basically lead you to the same end, where you fight a boss. Each level, it's like different. I think it's like 12 chapters in total. So each chapter has a boss that you have to fight. The RPG aspect is that it is a turn-based game, so okay, I think what I can say about the story is you're a bunch of furry children that come across a giant tank that you use in order to fight against this this invading force called the Burman Empire. That's Burman.
The Birdman.
Not Birdman. Burman. Obviously like German. And you fight against them in order for you to find your family. You are essentially 12 children all piloting this giant tank and trying to find your families and liberating them. Same, bro. Excuse me as well. So God. So yeah, that's basically your main plot. The only thing is that this series goes in a weird direction because I thought it was like very, I want to say contemporary, but I thought that it would be like, oh, just these furry children fighting in this tank. No, it goes in a whole different like direction where it involves magic and it involves like super technology, and then once you beat the game, you do new game plus, and with New Game Plus, you get more lore stuff about the world, and that apparently there was like more to the story than what was originally shown. There's also a thing that happens in the game where, so basically you're supposed to work out social links as well with your 12 children. And while doing that, there is one character that either can join you at the end or doesn't. And that basically affects the ending, sort of. But when it comes to the combat, when you're in that tank with the children, you have your machine gunner, you have your grenade launcher, and then you have your cannon. So each weapon has their own like has their own buff and their own caveat as well. But when you have 3 people, you have your not essentially your backup, but you have like a support character that you can use as well. So like there are characters that like if they act as your support, one of them can like give you health back, or the other one can make you resistant to specific debuffs and stuff like that. And then you have some characters on essentially a bench, and your whole combat flow is to basically but like look at the enemy's weakness, use that to your advantage. If you need to, switch out your characters as much as you can in order for you to gain the advantage over your enemy when it comes to the turn-based combat. Like I said, I beat this game within a week. It is not that long. There is a demo on PSN. So if you want to give that game a try, I would say try it if you're interested in turn-based games with tanks and furry children.
You're specifically saying this to me?
Yes, to you.
No, I'm not doing it.
Wow, can't believe you hate the furry children.
But I'm glad that you liked it.
I would say give it just a try. Like it's a demo.
Yeah, I'll probably pick the demo up and try it out.
Yeah, just try it out. Just try it out, bro. Just try it.
I mean, I did like Hellsinger.
Yeah, because so there's a mechanic in the game that I do not want to ruin, because it is one of the things that I was like, oh, that's actually super neat. Yeah. So I would say try out the demo. Let me know what you think about it, because it's only like 3 chapters, and it's kind of crazy that it's 3 chapters. And if you get the game, the progress saves over.
Right.
The only thing that kind of fucked me up was that I tried the demo and then I bought the game, but the first 3 trophies when you beat the chapters didn't unlock. So when I did my new game plus, it basically like unlocked during that time with it. So it was a little goofy. But yeah, there is a good reason to play New Game Plus, like to see more lore stuff being explained and to have the better ending, and then basically the lead up to the sequel, which is this was another thing that kind of blew me away because talking about the news, Xbox had their thing at Tokyo Game Show and there was basically a reveal for Fuga 2, which I'm like, what? And I was in the middle of playing the game and I was like, wait, there's a sequel happening for this? And then I looked at a little bit of the trailer and then I was like, all right, I got to stop watching this trailer. I'm probably either going to get spoiled on something or like I just got to continue playing the game. I beat the game. I watched the trailer for the sequel, and then something I noticed after I did like New Game Plus was that a little secret movie unlocks, and it is basically the trailer for the sequel, but it's all done in like storyboarding, so it's like incomplete illustrations and stuff like that. So they were really anticipating for this game to, I guess, sell well and make a sequel, which fortunately it is getting a sequel. But it is taking another wild turn in like the story. The one other thing I would recommend if you play this game and beat it in its entirety and do like the character social links kind of thing, is watch these animated shorts that were made by that were basically put out by CyberConnect 2 on their YouTube channel called Fuga Comedies of Steel, and these are all like little comic shorts of like of all the characters doing like little comedic things. It is, if you have context of the game, it is well worth it because a lot of the jokes are so fucking hilarious. So one perfect example is basically your main character, this little dog boy by the name of Malt. He's 12 years old, and essentially his character arc is, well, not even character arc, his character trope is that he's the oldest of the group, so he has to be the leader essentially. And throughout the entire game he goes on and on about that, like, I'm the oldest, I have to be responsible. And it he's just really hammers home with the amount of tropes. A lot of these characters are very tropey. Like if you've seen anime, there's a lot of anime tropes that this game does. But Comedies of Steel, the animated short stuff, it is hilarious because they make fun of that like so much. Yeah. That like the first episode is supposed to be Malt, and then like I said, the animated comic just makes fun of like Malt being like, I'm the oldest, like I gotta be responsible, and it's like, well, it's up to me, the oldest, and it's like, all right, it really knows what it's doing with its comedy. Yeah, Fuga, Melodies of Steel. That is a game that I platinumed last night? Yes, last night. Good time. Good story. Really good story. You know what was reminiscent of? Like Ghibli films. Because I think that's what they were trying to go for. It reminds you of like a Ghibli film. So yeah, if you want some Ghibli time, recommend Fuga. But other than that, on my own time, nothing really else. Fuga was the one that took up most of my personal time. So I gotta find the other shit that I've been playing and finish those. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it for my week. Hello? God? Are you there? Uh-oh. Hold on. I think we...
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
I like unplugged it and replugged it in to see if it would work. It did, but it shouldn't have failed in the first place. I don't know.
I thought you got so bored of me talking about Fuga that you just stopped.
No, I think
you just took off your headphones.
I'm wondering if the USB port isn't bad. I plugged it in the other one, so we'll see.
Okay.
No, it sounds like a decent game. It doesn't sound like something that I'd probably play,
Because
I'll check the demo out.
Yeah, because I was about to say, like, I don't think you play that many turn-based RPGs, do you?
I used to really love, as far as turn-based goes, I used to really love the old Final Fantasies.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did say you played Final Fantasy. Yeah,
there's a lot of turn-based RPGs that are good. This is just
this one's a little
newer ones are tough, man, because it's hard to find somebody that makes a good story now.
I would say, as much as I like Fuga's story, it's like it's a lot of supplemental material that you're gonna have to be reading because it's a lot of like journals and archives and stuff like that you're gonna have to read to actually understand the world and what's happening in that place. I mean, you do have the characters talk, but like it's not anything that you would, get any lore from. But I liked this. Like I said, I like the story. I like the characters. The game tries to make you really care for these cat and doggo children, these furry kids, and it's one of the like based on the art style. I thought it was gonna be like very like lighthearted, but there's a lot of moments in the story where it's pretty dark, which I was like, wow, I was not expecting it to go in that really dark direction. But like I said, like it's not really hiding from the fact that like, it's the Burman Empire is supposed to be based off, Nazi Germany. So there's that. Like your world also, like the world you're living in is like, it's supposed to be France, technically. Oh, and that reminds me, like I watched a review for Fuga from a YouTube channel by the name of Mr. Klemps. And I like his stuff.
The name
Mr. Klemps, yeah.
That's very funny.
I like his stuff because he does a lot of like reviews for like anime games that usually go like under the radar. The last thing he did was Blue Dragon.
I don't remember that name.
So crazy,
Weird.
I should probably play that game. Probably never.
I spent my points on that game.
What happened?
I spent my points on that game.
Oh, that's right.
I'm just joking. I don't really care.
No, because like I'm thinking like I should probably go back to Blue Dragon because like I forgot why I stopped. I think I was just like
fucking boring game.
It is okay. I think I don't know.
Okay doesn't make it not boring. There's a lot of things that are okay that are boring.
Anyway, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Manado. I think that's what Manado just slashed through Blue Dragon. No.
What's really funny actually is like I don't like the voice acting in that game. Xenoblade. But it's still funny to watch. I don't know. It's still entertaining,
Yeah, no, I get you. I just like the games.
No, I know. I'm glad. I mean, you should enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because like I just got into that series like last year? I want to say. Yeah. Last year, and I think they're great. I think they're really good. As long as you can get through the combat, which I think a lot of people would probably not like. And if you like anime as well, because it's a fucking anime ass plot.
I was surprised Dino Dad plays it.
He fucking loves it. He loves Xenoblade. He always talks about Ryan. No, because like it's weird because like I feel like 2's story is like really anime, but 1's story has anime tropes, but it's not. It doesn't feel as anime as 2. 2 feels fucking anime. But yeah, back to Mr. Klemps. He did a review on Fuga, and he goes like really in depth. And I honestly cannot take credit because I just remembered he mentioned that like the story feels very Ghibli-ish, and he does talk about that like the intentions of the studio was to make it feel like a Ghibli film, like the old Ghibli films. Yeah. But like I said, he goes into greater depths about the game, and he just talks about how like how this game just went under the radar of last year because there were 2 other games that came out during the time this game came out, and I forget what, but one of them was Neo: The World Ends with You. That was
a cool game too, by the way.
That was the game that I loved from that year. That was one of my game of the years.
That was really enjoyable to watch.
So good. It was so fun. But I didn't know anything about Fuga because I thought Fuga came out this year. No, it came out fucking last year. The same Fuga. But yeah, it came out the same month as fucking The World Ends with You. So it's like it had no fucking chance. And I forget what else. Yeah, I forget what else. But it is a game that I feel like a lot of people should just try out. And it's kind of a shame too, because like this is CyberConnect 2's like passion project that they really want to get across. Yep. But most of their money making comes from like licensed anime arena fighters. That's why you got weebs like Wesley talking about fucking Naruto and being like, "Oh, I fucking I love it when they do this," and then
Naruto.
Just fucking fireball jutsu, and it's like, shut up, Wesley. Sorry.
Wow, harsh words for such a soft man.
Yeah. So, but to be fair, like they do, like they really know how to like hone in on like the anime, like to make shit look cool. Like they know how to really do that. I think they did Kakarot. Now that I think about it. I think they worked on Kakarot.
The game?
Yes.
Oh, good. So they made another bad game.
Hold on, let me see. Did they work? Yes, they worked on Kakarot, but they worked on like the models and like, you know, those cool anime scenes that you've seen from the anime. You know, when Goku and Frieza are like, "Prepare to die, monkey," and then Goku's like, "You moron!"
When Frieza says Manado.
Yeah, when Frieza says Manado, I will defeat you. Ricky! They know how to do like cool ass anime shit with whatever license that they're working with. But like I said, it is the unfortunate thing that they're all they're known for doing is just like fucking anime license games. They also had like another passion project, which was the Dot Hack series. But yeah, like fucking, I'm looking at this shit and it's like, yeah, it's JoJo, Dragon Ball, Naruto, fucking, Asura's Wrath. That was another thing, but that was Capcom. Yeah, they just know how to do cool ass scenes. Like they know how to work with like dope ass shit happening on screen. They know how to do good cutscenes. I think I want to get across. But yeah, like I said, try the demo, see if you like it or not. I don't, like I said, I do not want to ruin the fucking the mechanic in the game that's like really fucking interesting and what makes it very different. But if you're also interested, I would recommend watching the Mr. Clemps video on his review of Fuga, because it is also very good. So yeah, Fuga, Melodies of Steel. That's it for me.
Fugger!
Yeah. So do you want to take a break, or do you want to?
Yeah, Wesley's actually on his way back. So
shit.
Take a little break.
Okay, yeah, we can take a little break.
Right,
and I guess Wesley can talk about his week. All right, we'll be right back. All right, we're back. Hello, Wesley has joined us. Hello, Wesley.
Dad's here.
No, Wesley's dead now. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Suspense.
This is tough because of the fact that like you guys don't have cameras, so I'm just here with my camera, being like, anybody home?
I'm trying to find a camera, but it's like,
it's tough.
It's like no one really. It's like, what you call it? because no one's really like advertising cameras in stores that I see.
All of them make him too beautiful. He doesn't want to burn his image into the viewer's face.
I'm about to say you haven't checked Best Buy?
I've checked Best Buy. I don't see anything out. I checked Walmart. Nothing's like out on the floor besides like GoPros,
And
like the
you
expensive cameras.
you don't have Amazon, do you?
I do have Amazon.
Let's
Oh,
say
well, I
you're
have an
gonna.
Amazon account, but not Prime.
Just check something out on Amazon.
Well, yeah, duh.
Come on, Wesley, get ahead of the game, brah.
I gotta buy my chair from Amazon too, because no one sells chairs.
Yeah, that's true. All I keep hearing is that like the Herman Miller chairs are like the fucking best chairs you can have, like the ergonomic ones that look like
Yeah,
mesh.
yeah. The ergonomic chairs are like the ones that like you're supposed to go for.
Yeah, but
Uh,
the Herman Miller is just like you can customize it to like the arch of your back, and it looks fucking nuts.
yeah, cause like when I was like trying to look for like a new chair, um, there was like people that were saying like, oh yeah, don't get gamer chairs because those are bad. Like they're not designed for you to be sitting on it for hours on end.
What do you mean, bro? With my racer gamer chair, I'm zooming. Yeah, it's not good. I bought this fucking thing. Well, this thing is kind of like ripped to shit because like my cats kept clawing at it. But like for like like they're right. Like sitting on this fucking thing, I had to get a fucking seat cushion, like one of those like coccyx seat cushions for your tailbone.
Oh yeah.
I had to get one because when I was streaming and I was streaming for like 2 hours, I was like, fuck, I can't keep sitting. Like, but now with this fucking like with this cushion, like I'm able to fucking stream for like 3 or 4 hours, no problem, because it is actually very comfortable. But yeah, because I forget how much I paid for this fucking thing, but I should have went with a Herman Miller. Should have went for $1,000 on that thing.
Yeah, no fucking shot. I'm spending $1,000 for one chair.
Yeah.
It's Tim the Tap Man. What's up?
Oh my god, Wesley.
He's on the
Stop.
Herman Miller page.
I know, because he's Tim the Tat Man. He gets all the sponsors. Oh, shit. Alright. Anyways, anything you did, Wesley, you want to talk about?
I mean, not really, besides watching
Fucking.
Tokyo Ghoul. Jesus, there you go.
Okay, there you go. Like, you just end your sentences, so like, just watching fucking.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Tokyo Ghoul is kind of like fucking. Kind of.
Sure, if you say so.
Alright, well, how do you like that? Is it the opening song? Is it the intro?
I've heard the opening song before, like, like a while back.
Is it the ending song or the intro song where it's like the guy whispering?
I don't know.
It was like memed for a good while. Like,
maybe the intro.
Do that, like he's a little breathy with the vocals.
Yeah, no idea.
Okay. So Tokyo Ghoul treating you well?
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm on season 2, I think.
Okay.
I think. Oh, of course, it's having me out. Hold on.
I'm holding.
Oh, shit. Damn. But yeah, besides Tokyo Ghoul, whatchamacallit, I'm playing more Cyberpunk.
How far are you?
I'm trying to do like side stories mainly, because like I don't want to like finish it too soon.
You fool. I think the bigger question is, have you run into any bugs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like 2 things that I saw were some NPC just floating with just floating in the air while driving a chassis of a car, and that's about it.
some good shit.
And then Wako being a technomancer, just like making her phone move as she moves her hand.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird. Well, I hope you don't run into any progression bugs like I did. You excited? You excited? You excited for that expansion?
Sure.
Okay, good to know. What about that multiplayer? You planning on doing some multiplayer?
Is there gonna be multiplayer?
I think that was something that they talked about. I don't know if that's still being done, but anyways, watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners. It's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, Wesley. So I'm assuming that was. Oh.
Fucking super random question. Are you doing Rise on PC or no?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Why? You bought it on Switch?
No, you want to do Rise on PC?
You're asking me as we're recording the podcast? Sure,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, so the viewers could know that
can
if
vote.
you don't show up, you lie.
It can vote. Is Chonch a dick if he says no? Which Chonch in the right? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we can do Monster Hunter Rise. I forget because like, I don't know. I don't think I beat Iceborne yet.
Yeah, me neither.
I wanted to beat Iceborne before I got into Rise, but I don't know where I am. I should probably boot that up and see where I am. But yeah, I could do Rise.
Further than me on Iceborne.
I think so. Yeah.
I think you're like in the last monster or something.
I don't remember. But did you start Rise or not yet?
I started when I had my Switch. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But on PC, it's a whole new deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, doesn't that fucking suck? Because that was a lot of things that people were asking if they can transfer their save to PC. And Capcom was like, nah.
Like, haha, fuck yourself.
Haha, pay for the game now.
Yeah.
Like, you sons of bitches.
Buy it twice.
Buy it twice, but with better frame rate. And you're like, yeah. give me the good shit. All right, yeah, we can play Rise at a point. We just gotta figure out when. Oh god. So yeah, I guess that's Wesley's week and question down. All right, guys, ready for the news?
Sure.
All right, the news. Here we go. Haler, you there? All right, he's not there. I guess I'll just start. So two minor things. Well, a couple minor things before we get into like the big stuff. So two things that I shared with you guys. Well, one of them being David Arbor will star in Neil Blomkamp's Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there you are. And I also another thing kind of like into this, I also saw that Orlando Bloom is joining as well.
Oh, for Gran Turismo?
Yeah, for the Gran Turismo movie.
What a weird movie this is gonna be.
So the basis of this is based on a true story where a player of Gran Turismo became a professional race car driver.
What?
That's the basis. That's the premise
cool.
of this, which I didn't know was a thing that happened. But yeah, a real life person.
Is it gonna wait? Who are the two main characters?
It doesn't say who they are.
Keanu Reeves, right?
Yeah, Keanu Reeves is gonna come out and be like,
who else?
Cybercock. Orlando Bloom, Legolas.
So Orlando Bloom or Bloom?
Bloom.
So
Bloom,
Orlando
like
Bloom and
David
Keanu
Arbor.
Reeves are just gonna reproduce Cars, the movie, but in a very high def version, and they're gonna be like, "I'm Mater, I'm Lightning Bolt guy, I'm out, chow."
I spilt my water because you keep saying Keanu Reeves.
Isn't it Keanu?
No, it's David Arbor.
I swear to fucking God, you just said Keanu Reeves to me, bro. Holy shit.
Oh, I thought you were joking.
Yeah,
what?
you did, right?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you said
Don't-
Keanu Reeves to me.
Don't fucking gaslight me. Do not fucking do this.
No, first you said David Arbor or whatever in the beginning.
I said David Arbor is going to star in Neil Blomkamp's Gran
Right.
Turismo.
Yeah, but then I think I said Keanu Reeves, and then I think you picked up what I said and just said it by accident.
Yes, no, I was agreeing with you because I thought you were joking.
Oh no, I really thought it was Keanu Reeves, bro. Who's Neil Blomkamp?
Neil Blomkamp is the director of District 9.
Can you say his last name again? Because I'm not gonna say that right ever.
Blomkamp.
Nope.
Okay, Blomkamp.
Neil.
I thought it was with an F, but nah, it's Blomkamp. I like Blomkamp.
All right, so who's the main guy then again? Not Keanu Reeves, but David who?
David Arbor.
David Arbor. Okay.
You know who he is.
Sure.
Do you see the article?
Oh no! Wait.
Look at the article.
Oh shit! That's the guy from Stranger Things, yo. Yeah, that's gonna be a dope movie. Ciao.
Wait, what? Which guy? Hold on, which one?
Daddy
Arbor.
Daddy Arbor. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool.
He's gonna be like,
fucking god, I hate
you
both
mess
of you.
with 11, you get the chow, and then he's gonna hit him with a fucking car.
Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown is gonna be in here with Finn Wolfhard.
With Drake.
With Drake as the car.
No, Drake will be her headset.
Oh. Mm.
Boom, 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 boom. Drake music, boom, 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 boom.
So I don't know who the actual person this is supposed to be based off of, but yeah, I think they're probably still looking for the lead. But yeah, David Arbor and Orlando Bloom. I believe Orlando Bloom was supposed, that article that I saw confirmed to be the another character in the movie. Maybe David Arbor plays the dad or the sheriff.
The only thing that would make this better is if Will Arnett was in it. Definitely Will Arnett.
Yeah, I like Will Arnett. Jobing it up. So yeah, if you haven't seen District 9, Elysium, and Chappie, that's the director.
Yeah, Chappie was dope too. It had what's it called? Diane Ward in it.
D'Antwoord?
Yeah, they die and then ants word them.
Yeah. Apparently they're big pieces of shit, which I didn't know.
Yeah, there's some real gross shit going around about them, and it's not great, but I still like them. And, I mean, I don't like the people.
Yeah,
but the music is good, yes.
Yeah. No, I get you. It's okay. You like pieces of shit. Anyways.
Yo.
Anyways, you know who are pieces of shit in the video games business? Nvidia. By the way, this podcast is sponsored by Nvidia. Buy your Nvidia
Really
GPUs.
Not,
no, it really isn't. But Nvidia is no longer in business with EVGA. So EVGA, they are a longtime maker of different computer parts and different electronics. One of their biggest things was EVGA graphics cards from Nvidia. Basically, this article from Ars Technica explains that they're cutting ties with Nvidia because of the gross, almost business abuse of Nvidia. To basically make story short, is they plan on not doing anything computer cards related anymore because of the fact of them being so spoiled with their relationship of with Nvidia. I mean, Nvidia has come out with a statement saying that, good for them, that they want to do something else, but EVGA is just yeah, fuck yourselves. Essentially what EVGA was saying was everything got all kinds of fucked up because of the crypto market escalating during the pandemic and then the crash of it, and because of that it's affected their sales. with the graphics cards. So I forget, what was it? It was like, it was just, okay, so this was the issue, was that the excess inventory of the 30 series cards just made like the endeavors of them selling any graphics cards even worse. So like I said, they've gotten to a point where just like, we're not doing this shit anymore. Like we're not doing graphics cards. Never again. But
Ever,
it is
never
ever. But it's crazy to think about as well that this is like a good amount of their like their what is the word I'm looking for? Their stock, I guess, because they're known for making a lot of these graphics cards. They do make monitors and other parts, but they've mostly been known for graphics cards.
But do they make flan?
Unfortunately, they don't. I would like some RGB flan. So yeah, they're cutting ties. So if you guys want to pick up a graphics card, pick up a graphics card. Especially now, like it is crazy to think like during the pandemic, I think that was when the 30 series came out, was it not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like,
if not, like it wasn't exactly that. I think it was like just a little bit before, and then it hit, and then it was
But yeah, I mean that's what essentially fucked up EVGA, was just like this amount of crypto shit, and then
ERG, love them.
Yeah, and then the reselling of a lot of that, and just it's just excess inventory is what this article is saying.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and they don't plan on doing the 40 series anymore. They don't. Yeah, but they still will keep their end of the bargain when it comes to like warranties and shit like that. So I mean that's good, I guess. But I'm assuming that's just for like a limited time.
Yeah, because for once they're out of it for a couple of years, I'm assuming they don't want to do it no more.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Cause reading this, cause I think I saw a tweet from this from Wario64 on Twitter, and it was a tweet from Gamers Nexus. If you've ever seen Gamers Nexus, it's essentially a YouTube channel that does like computer parts and stuff like that, and they also like go into like detail about like specific parts for computer companies. The recent thing that they did that like kind of like blew the top of like a lot of gaming journalism was their interview with Newegg. So this was something that happened recently where like Gamers Nexus reached out to Newegg because of their really shitty customer support, and it became this whole big thing of like everybody against Newegg. So yeah, I would say check out their stuff if you're like interested in that news side of the things, but also if you want to see like their perspective of like different computer hardware and stuff like that. Yeah, computer parts be hard to get sometimes, but I mean,
Thanks.
Yeah. So moving on from that, just one little thing I wanted to mention was fucking a leak came out from Rockstar leaking a little bit of early gameplay of Grand Theft Auto 6. It was really early in development. And there was also another thing that I saw, that somebody hacked their systems.
Yeah.
So that's how that leak came out. But Rockstar made a statement, I think it was today, saying that it's not going to stop the development of the game. They will continue on, but they're, it's basically stating the fact that like what this person did was kind of fucked up. So.
Yeah, from what I understand, this person grabbed like the fucking game, like
the source code, I believe,
yeah,
right?
the files, all that shit to like play this shit, and they were playing it.
Yeah,
which is wild, like that they were able to get all of it,
like an early build of it, but still.
No, yeah, it's still fucking insane that they were able to grab code.
Yeah, because I think this happened with Cyberpunk, did it not? This was like a similar thing that happened with Cyberpunk before it got released.
I don't think it happened as like,
because like I remember there was like a hacking that happened at CD Projekt Red, and they had to come up with a statement being like, "Yeah, our shit got hacked, so we gotta do something about that."
So our game's gonna come out unfinished.
Yeah.
I remember.
But enjoy Keanu Reeves.
Breathtaking.
Yeah, breathtaking cock edge runners. But yeah, that was something that happened within this 1 week. So yeah, just little side things, but the major shit that happened was a bunch of showcases, my guys.
Yeah, so is this considered E3?
Not necessarily. Well,
it feels like an E3 to me.
A little bit, even though E3 is kind of dead at this point.
Right, no, so what I meant is this the equivalent of an E3?
Because when does E3 usually happen? I feel like E3 happens summer, right? I mean, we're kind of
would have happened already.
Yeah, I mean,
do you remember an event going on then? I just don't remember.
Before it was the not Game Awards, the game.
We had Game Awards this year.
Was it Gamescom? It was Gamescom. I think it was.
It just felt like as many games that got announced for this past couple
I mean, it was fucking crazy because Nintendo came out saying that we have a direct coming out, and then Sony was like, "Oh, you're doing that shit too, Nintendo? Well, we're having a state of play that's happening as well." This was
Xbox
literally
did something too. I just don't remember.
Tokyo Game Show. Yeah. So that's something else we're gonna be talking about as well. But I think with the first thing we can start is with Ubisoft, because Ubisoft had their Ubisoft what's it called? Ubisoft Forward? Yes.
Start with PlayStation, because I'm watching someone PlayStation.
No, Wesley. No. Shut up, Wesley. I'm sorry. So with Ubisoft, we're gonna talk about Mario and Rabbids. All right, Wesley, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I fucking love
Mario and Rabbids. I fuck with it.
It actually looks pretty
Spark
good.
Of what? I can't remember.
Spark of Hope. I think it's called.
Spark of Hope. Yo, this game looks so good.
It looks legitimately pretty good.
Yeah,
It I don't really play that many tactics games, but I played a little bit of the first one on Switch, and I'm like, oh, it's pretty fun, but I just never went back to it.
Yeah, I didn't know that there was one before this. My brother had told me. He was like, yeah, it's okay, it's not great. And I was like, this one looks so fucking polished, good, just mechanics and gameplay look really cool.
The combat looks very interesting because of the more freeform movement that you have.
Yeah.
But overall, it looks like a legitimately a fun ass time.
Yes.
With Mario and Rabbids, and they also have a little thing that Rayman is actually coming in, because obviously the Rabbids are from Rayman. So yeah, they started with that. You have the gameplay that they showed. I think they showed a little bit more in the Direct, the Nintendo Direct, but we'll get to that. And then after that, they showed Skull and Bones. God, that looks like a Destiny game.
No.
It does.
What, Skull and Bones? No.
Yeah. What do you mean no?
Looks nothing like Destiny.
It really does.
Gameplay style, nothing.
Did you guys see the hub world and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Don't lie to me.
Just because it's a hub world doesn't mean
it's Destiny.
I mean, I don't watch it now because you don't want to start with PlayStation, so...
Yes, that's right, you son of a bitch. Watch it. Fucking coming out here being like, I didn't watch anything. And I'm like, thanks, Wesley. Appreciate you.
Well, yeah, because I work every fucking day and it's
stupid. Don't fucking lie. You have time on your breaks. Watch it on your breaks. No, Skull and Bones, there's something about it that it feels like it's gonna be very microtransaction-ish. Which something about it just reeked when I was watching that Ubisoft Forward, where I was like, it doesn't look like anything that I want to play. Originally, the idea sounded really fun because it was the ship combat from Assassin's Creed 3 and 4 just elevated a little bit. But the more I saw of this game during the Forward, I was just I wouldn't say my hype for it died, but it's just my interest for it just wasn't there. But it looks like a Destiny game for Destinyers. So you guys would probably like it. Sorry. But yeah, after that they talked about fucking the Tom Clancy verse. You guys like Tom Clancy, right? Guys? I'm gonna take your silence as a no.
What do you mean? After the Skull and Bones. You were talking about Riders Republic.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Sorry, I'm looking at my article that I have up. I don't have the exact feed.
Wow, I'm watching the feed or the what?
Pass forward. Do you want to take it from here, Wesley?
No, you're good.
No, don't lie to me. You want to take it. So Riders Republic, go ahead, Wesley.
Nah, it's game stupid. Continue
No,
division.
no, we're hearing we're hearing live reports from Wesley about Riders Republic. Wesley, take it
I'm
away.
already skipping through because apparently I have to skip through everything.
No. Yeah, so Riders Republic, I guess.
It's not Skate 3. Just know that.
It's not
Or
Skate
Skate
3.
4. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they showed a thing for Mythic Quest. That was fucking weird.
Mythic Quest is good
It's good, but why is it there during an Ubisoft Forward?
because Ubisoft is helping make it.
I think
They're using their
thought-
they're making fake games and shit for it.
I thought it was Epic that was doing that, wasn't that? No, no, you're right. You're right.
That's why they
Anyways.
were the direct.
Oh, that fucking sucks. That sucks. Anyways, Tom Clancy verse. So we got a bunch of shit that's gonna happen for the Division 2. There's also a mobile game that's happening, but no one gives a fuck about that. Moving on from that, anything for Extraction? No.
Oh man,
I know that was gonna hurt you a little bit.
I did watch, and I was hoping for Extraction. There was a little video of Extraction that was cool.
Yeah,
Little clip.
they cared a bit.
They were like, "Remember, this is here." Bye.
When did this game come out?
Extraction came out this year.
Oh my god. Oh, that was the other thing about this this week that happened in the news. Babylon's Fall. It's going offline.
Oh, Square Enix's game. Yeah.
Yeah. That they're stopping the offline for it. It's shutting down.
Oops.
Literally, the game came out this year and it's shutting down.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. That was one of the other things that happened during this week. Was that like the Babylon's Fall Twitter came out and was like, "Yeah, we're shutting down the servers."
Sometimes you shoot for the stars and hit the outhouse.
So bad because that's like an online service game with online service shit that nobody wanted to do, and it forced like fucking like co-op and shit like that. Because like I there was a video that I saw that like it is literally impossible to play the game without anybody else. Like to solo it, you cannot do it. Yeah, so that shit's shutting down. Anyways, back to Ubisoft. So yeah, after that they showed some shit for Trackmania.
That looked pretty cool.
Yeah,
They were bringing it back, is what they said.
Yeah, Trackmania is coming back.
And it's free to play.
And free to play, which is cool. I think that's cool.
I'll beat you in it.
Sure, I guess. I don't know. You'll beat me like Ubisoft beat Tom Clancy Extraction into the dirt. Sorry.
First of all, it's Rainbow Six. Wait, is Rainbow Six Tom Clancy?
Yes.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six?
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six.
I hate you.
That's right, you son of a bitch.
Assassin's Creed.
No, but who gives a fuck about Assassin's Creed when we got Just Dance?
Oh, fuck, I forgot they announced that. Just Dance's live service game.
Yeah, oh my god, that whole shit that they were like showing, it looks not good. It looks really bad.
So have you ever played Just Dance?
No, never have.
It's fun.
I would assume, yeah.
It's fucking out back on the Wii.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That UI though, what they showed during the forward, that UI
It looks weird. There's a whole thing they're trying to do with it.
It looks like a Google TV Home like UI.
For sure.
It looks. I didn't like how it looked.
Yeah, they're trying to put too much on the screen at once.
Yeah. I kept seeing that like all the songs are like 3 stars or like 2.5 stars, like low star, like low ratings and shit like that. I think that was funny.
Yeah.
But trying to see anything else that was announced during this thing.
Oh. Super random. You know, you like barely talked about it, but Trackmania looks kind of dope.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I never played Trackmania.
Kind of seems like their version of like like Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, from what I know about Trackmania is that like I think it's all like create like your tracks and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, it looks interesting. Oh yeah, the Crew 2 is getting an expansion, I guess. Speaking of other racing games, it's gonna be Ice. I hope you guys like Ice. Brawlhalla is doing a Castlevania thing. That's cool. And yeah, I guess we can move on to Assassin's Creed, because that is literally the biggest part of this fucking thing. Was it essentially became Assassin's Creed Watch. So there is a Netflix and Ubisoft live action series that's going to be happening, and 3 mobile games, all coming to Netflix, because Netflix does mobile games. I remember now.
I'm actually kind of excited for that.
So
there was one of them they talked about that was interesting.
Mighty Quest, Assassin's Creed, and Valiant Heart. I don't know which specific Assassin's Creed is going to be on the mobile shit, but that's showing up. But the main other shit that's happening with Assassin's Creed is the games, obviously. So the biggest one, obviously, is Mirage. Set in Baghdad, or during that time, it would have been known as Persia. So this is something that I mentioned during me watching that, is that like Assassin's Creed was initially supposed to be a spin-off of Prince of Persia. That was its initial like development, but then it became its own separate thing.
Dude, when I saw the video for Mirage, the first thing I thought was, oh, that's really Prince of Persia.
Persia.
And then they were like, Assassin's Creed, and I was like, yeah, same game.
Yeah, no, that was supposed to be. I think it was literally supposed to be called like Prince of Persia Assassin, or like something of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it became
Prince of Persia games were so good. I'm really sorry.
I have not beaten a Prince of Persia game.
Oh my god.
I have not.
They're not. I think if you went back now and played them, they're clunky, so they probably wouldn't feel good. But when I was younger, dude,
you fucking love them.
Fucking so cool.
I know some people liked that like reboot one where Nathan Drake played the prince. It came out on like PS3 and 360.
I'm pretty sure you're talking about the one where he was with a princess or something.
Yeah, and he had the claw thing.
Yeah, that was a good game. It was fun.
Yeah. But I heard that like apparently has like a story DLC thing that's only exclusive to consoles. Because that game came out on PC, and like that's not in there. And that's I
don't know.
Big story thing. It's like almost like Asura's Wrath, where like a big chunk of the story is DLC. Yeah,
that's pretty shitty.
It is. Anyway, I like Asura's Wrath, but yeah, that was the shitty thing. That was fucking Capcom trying to milk as much money from people as much as they could. Anyways, Assassin's Creed. So yeah, Mirage was like the biggest thing that they showed. According to the interviews, they're planning on going back to like the old formula of Assassin's Creed instead of like the big open world shit. Which I say that seems okay. I mean, from what I've been hearing is that like fucking Valhalla is like huge as shit. I mean, I had the exact same feelings when I was playing Odyssey. Odyssey was fucking huge as shit. There's a fucking trophy that unlocks if you explore the entire fucking map of Odyssey. And I basically had all the map done, but the trophy didn't unlock, and I'm like, am I missing a place? And then it was a fucking like tiny ass island that like you had to zoom in on the map. It was goofy. But what the interviews have been saying as well is that like this game is not gonna be fucking $70. It's gonna be a $50 game, because I think it might be shorter. But yeah, it looks interesting. Also, Basim, I think is the name of the main character. He is also in Valhalla. So this is a character that's already been established. And yeah, Mirage looks interesting. I would like to see gameplay. That's all I'm saying. Please give me some gameplay of Assassin's Creed. Speaking of Valhalla, they also mentioned that they're doing like a last episode kind of thing.
Yeah.
For
little free DLC.
Yeah, for Valhalla. I have yet to play Valhalla. I know you said you didn't like it, Haler.
Yeah, I went and tried all the newer
Assassin's Creeds,
and
Yeah, you didn't like Valhalla.
When the characters are speaking, it sounds like they were being recorded for their voice lines in the closet.
That's what you said, that the audio mixing is weird.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
I gotta check that out. I really do. I would say Odyssey. Well, Odyssey's I liked it, but I like Greek mythology and shit like that.
I want to try. I think Origins is coming to an extra. I'm gonna try that one. If the voice recording sounds the same to me, I'll let you know. And I'm just I can't play them if it is. I don't like how it sounds. It's very detached from the game, basically.
I'm pretty sure they're planning on doing like updates, right? Like PS5 upgrades and shit like that.
I don't know.
I think they're planning on that, but Origins is pretty good, especially if like you know nothing about Egypt during that time. It's pretty interesting. And
I know.
You know,
I read the Bible.
Okay.
That's Egypt, right? Isn't the Bible Egypt?
Technically with Moses. Okay. Yeah, technically.
Part C.
But Odyssey, like I have to say, is really good. Especially if you go with Cassandra. Cassandra's really, really good. The DLCs for Odyssey, not my favorite. Maybe one of them is pretty good, but the other one I didn't really like that much. But yeah, Valhalla. Anyways, Valhalla. So after that, they announced a couple more games. So basically confirming the other stuff. I think we talked about this before. The Assassin's Creed codename Hex or Hexe.
Yeah, Hexe, baby.
So there's nothing necessarily mentioned about that besides the little teaser trailer. But it's supposed to be based in like the witch hunts.
Yeah.
I think they even said like the Roman witch hunts. But it seems interesting. To be fair, like the concept of it seems really interesting. Then after that, they announced Assassin's Creed Jade, which is supposed to be a free-to-play mobile game. So I'm guessing that's probably going to be the mobile game that's going to come to Netflix. I'm thinking, maybe. And then, obviously, the shit that everybody fucking wanted.
Yo.
Assassin's Creed Red.
Yep.
Feudal Japan, baby. Let's go. Thanks, Ghost of Tsushima's. Thanks. Yeah, Feudal Japan. This is the shit that everybody has been fucking yelling at Ubisoft to make, and they were like, "No, we're not doing that." And then here we are. I can't wait.
They did say nah.
Yeah, they said nah like really early. I think it was like Assassin's Creed 3 where some people were like, "Can we go to Japan?" They were like, "Nah."
They were like, "But America."
But America, the revolutions. And everybody was like, "But Japan though, 'cause ninjas." So yeah, and then they talked about well, they didn't talk about fucking Infinity. I've been seeing other sources talk about Infinity, Assassin's Creed Infinity. It's supposed to be like a launcher where it's supposed to have all like the Assassin's Creed stuff all in one area, kind of like a database almost.
Yeah.
But they got to show more of that or show something of it, because just hearing what it's supposed to be, I initially thought it was going to be fucking Assassin's Creed Metaverse, because I'm like, it's so vague, and I didn't get it. I didn't fucking get it. Yeah, but besides that, I think that's basically it. Yeah, that's basically it for Assassin's Creed and Ubisoft. Trying to see anything else. No, that's it. Hexe, Red, Jade, and Mirage. Hope to see more stuff about it. Wesley, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Because there was like wind blowing. Basically, there was a little thing that came out that people were worried about gambling in Mirage. But that was like a little error that happened. Because the game was rated adult only for real live gambling, and people were like, "What?" This was on the Xbox store, And then Ubisoft had to come out and be like, no, it's not gonna have that. That's a mistake. But who knows? Maybe there might be some actual gambling. And then speaking of gambling, the Nintendo Direct. We gambled with the Nintendo Direct. Anybody want to take this? Talk about the Nintendo Direct? Haler? Wesley, Haler? Hello? Anybody?
Now I gotta watch the. Oh god, this guy.
I have a list, Wesley. It's in the fucking chat. There's a fucking list. You don't have to watch the entire thing. Just read out the list. Fine, guess I'll read it. God damn it. Alright, the first thing that they showed during the Direct. How much do you guys like Fire Emblem?
Okay.
Alright, good to know. Did you play Three Houses or no?
No.
Okay. I gotta play Three Houses. I hear it's like the best one.
3 houses.
Three Houses. You know anything about Fire Emblem?
Me? Yeah, used to play it.
You love it?
Yes.
All right.
I like the old ones. Don't know if the new ones are any good.
Which one did you play of the old ones?
The first one that came out on Wii, a couple of Game Boy ones. Never paid attention to names.
Is that Radiant Dawn? I think that's what it's called. Something like
I
that.
think you're right. That was pretty decent, and I played I want to say Game Boy Advanced ones.
Yeah, because I think the first game had like a Game Boy Advance one, like a port. But anyways, you like the classic shit. How about that Fire Emblem Engage? It's essentially looking like Fire Emblem All-Stars.
No, this looks bad. This looks so bad. It's dumb, first of all, that you based around Engage as far as a ring. Fuck you.
Like they're getting married?
Did you not see that? Because they literally, you have to use the ring for power, and they're like, it's engaged.
Get engaged.
It's dumb.
I mean, I don't really have an affinity towards the Fire Emblem series. They look cool. I have 3 of them, which I never played. I played a little bit of, oh my god, what is it called? The one with Chrom and Lucina. Shit, what is it called?
Oh, shit! Yo, I know what you're talking about.
Fuck, what is it called? I actually have the fucking Lucina figure, up there. I forget what's it called, though.
I think it's called, Chrono or Crone? Or Chrome?
Fuck, hold on. I have the figure right here, Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem. What the fuck are you called? Because there's Fire Emblem...
It looks like Fire Emblem Awakening is Chrom's first appearance.
Yes, Awakening. And then I have Fates. Or Conquest. Whatever the fuck the other one is. The other one that came out on 3DS. I played a good amount of Awakening, but I didn't get that far.
Yeah, I played the shit out of Awakening too.
I didn't get that far. And then I have Three Houses, which I hear Three Houses is fucking great, but
I've heard Three Houses is pretty good. I need to try it too.
Yeah. But I
like Fire Emblem, man. I think the gameplay is good. I think the story tends to be strong.
Mm.
It's fun. It's a fun game.
But you fucking hate this Engage.
I just think it looks dumb, man. I mean, doesn't mean other people aren't gonna like it. I just don't like the aspects, the way that they decided to build it around. It looks like
around the rings and getting engaged. I mean, I'll probably try it out. If anything,
I'll watch you try it.
Okay, I'll probably play it. But I feel like this is like I said, this feels like Fire Emblem All-Stars, and I feel like I would miss out on a lot of the references and shit because it is past characters from the Fire Emblem games. Because you have fucking Marth literally right there. The only thing that is very goofy is the protagonists, their designs. Because it is red and blue hair with heterochromia, red and blue eyes. They look goofy, but still, the artwork for fucking Fire Emblem is it's fucking fire. It is so good. I actually have the Fire Emblem's Awakening art book, and it is really fucking good. But yeah, moving on from that. It Takes Two comes to the Switch. Still haven't played that. You played it, right, Haler?
It's a good game.
All right, Wesley played it.
Which one? Sorry, say it again.
Oh, it was Wesley that played it. It Takes Two.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wesley played it. So after that, a remake of the Wii game Fatal Frame: Mask of the Lunar Eclipse is also coming to Switch. Cool for Fatal Frame. Which reminds me, I gotta go back and play Fatal Frame 2 and 3. But that's just me. And then they showed a little bit more for the expansion pass of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which is also cool. I guess they showed a robot girl. I don't know if robots are in the world of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, but okay. Her design really freaks me the fuck out because of how fucking skinny she is. But yeah. And then the shit that fucking threw me in for a loop.
Sorry, keep going.
No, what happened, Wesley?
Nothing.
Did you see something?
Yeah.
What did you see?
Stuff.
No, don't lie to me. What did you see? Let me know. Is
Stuff.
it video game related?
Yes.
What is it?
It's not the Nintendo Direct stuff.
Is it Sony stuff?
Possibly.
Wesley! Wait, son of a bitch. Anyways, the shit that threw me in for a loop was Fist of the North Star, the fitness boxing game. You could get fit with Kenshiro.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
You could do the atatas.
Basically, I can't wait to fight Jagi with my brother Toki and fight my other brother Rao. Yep. I know Fist of the North Star.
Yeah.
And then yeah, Tunic is also coming to Switch. The remakes for Front Mission basically also confirmed that Front Mission 3 is happening in the future. So I have Front Mission 3 on PS1 on PS3, and what I've been hearing is that Front Mission 3 is like the peak of like really good story and really good combat. I don't know. I don't know if I should play the PS1 version that I have now or wait till the remake comes out. But something that I didn't know that these remakes are being made by the people that did the remake for House of the Dead and Panzer Dragoon. Those remakes. So I don't know. Maybe it might be good, but you know, seeing a little bit of the gameplay that they showed during the direct, it looked good. It looked good. And then the hype is shit. You know, besides the combat of Front Mission, we got Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life. So you like Harvest Moon?
I'm excited because this looks just like the Harvest Moon It's a Wonderful Life that I used to play.
Sorry. Do you know the whole
excited,
shit?
sorry.
Do you know the whole shit that happened with the fucking licensing? Okay.
It,
I mean, it is the GameCube game.
No, I'm excited. I'm happy that it's because I want to play it. You know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm not saying it's gonna be great. This thing is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I mean, basically this whole direct was farming games, but we'll get to that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They showed a little bit more of Splatoon 3's Splatfest. They revealed the sequel to Octopath Traveler, Octopath Traveler 2, which is coming to fucking.
That's gonna be good.
Octopath.
Excited.
It's coming to everything. Like it's coming to PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox. I think it's also like day one on Game Pass. So crazy to think Octopath is coming to fucking everything. I just saw recently that fucking Triangle Strategy, the game that was on Switch, that was supposed to be kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics, is coming to PC. Like they're like this specific shit with the 2D, 3D shit is coming to PC and everything else, which is kind of cool. Then you had a little bit of more farming with Fae Farm, where it is a fairy tale like farming game with online multiplayer. And then after that, you got Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm. Never played a Theater Rhythm game. I do like some of Final Fantasy's music, but really cool to see that because I think the last one they did was on 3DS. But with this one, Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm Final Bar Line, it's going to include other music from Nier, Octopath, Live Alive, and Romancing Saga, or the Saga series, I should say. And yeah, after that, a little bit more gameplay of Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Rune Factory 3 Special, which is another farming-like game, but Rune Factory. And it is a remaster of a game that came out, I think, on the 3DS. But then they also revealed that they're doing another Rune Factory game. And I believe Rune Factory 5 came out. Yeah, it came out this year. More shit for the N64 expansion pass. They announced Mario Party 2, 3, Mario Party 1, 2, and 3. Excite Bike, Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, 1080 Snowboarding, and Pilot Wings. And the biggest one, obviously, is GoldenEye. So GoldenEye is coming out to N64, and is going to include online play as well. So you can play with your friends with the GoldenEyes. Another thing that I just wanted to mention is GoldenEye is also coming to Xbox, but it's not going to have online. If you have rare replay, you get it for free, which is cool. But it is just going to be the single player stuff.
Well, just remember, who made this game again? Rare. So Xbox officially owns Rare, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if Xbox wanted to, remember, they would be able to stop Nintendo from putting it out.
Yeah. But, I mean, at this point, Xbox and Nintendo are so buddy-buddy.
That's what I want to make a point of before I say Jim Ryan's a retard. Or not retard, but idiot.
He's a retarded idiot. Mm-hmm.
He's dumb. He's dumb for the way that he's making all this shit about Call of Duty, man. And like him making a point of like thinking that Call of Duty is the only thing that's going to glue people to the system. It's not true.
Well, to be fair, that wasn't necessarily Jim Ryan. That was just a spokesperson from Sony, which I don't know if it was necessarily from Jim Ryan's mouth. It was just
most things that I read, it looked like it was him writing, or at least
the implications of Jim Ryan, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Before we make any, it's just our assumption. I just want to point that out because, like, I don't necessarily think it was Jim Ryan, but still, I agree with you that Jim Ryan is a fucking moron when it comes to like gaming legacy. Because we fucking talked circles about the whole shit about like fucking them shutting down the PlayStation 3 store, all those games being lost. He does not give a fuck about the past PS3 games or PSP or any of that shit. That's why now, with that shit coming back with this specific service plan, it is impossible to emulate PS3 games unless you do it through a streaming service that is dog shit.
Yeah.
So, preservation for Sony side is not the greatest, but Xbox and somewhat Nintendo, like, they try to do it. But Nintendo is a little bit more shitty. I would say Xbox is kind of up there when it comes to like gaming preservation. But yeah, but with the whole thing with GoldenEye, I think there was like some weird legal shit, but obviously now with Nintendo and Xbox being buddy, I think that's kind of alleviated. So, yeah, GoldenEye. I mean, I never played GoldenEye. I only had like 3 games for like fucking N64. But I know a lot of
this is a big move for people that used to play it.
Yeah, I know people really like when people talk about like the gaming like legacies and shit like that, people go to fucking GoldenEye. And people specifically remember the multiplayer for GoldenEye because that's the shit that they really liked.
It was really well done.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know anything about it, but people really liked it. So yeah, good for peeps. Good for peeps. Another game from the designers of Octopath and Bravely Default, Various Daylife. I want to get this across. These names that they're coming up with, a lot of these fucking games, are fucking terrible. Like, Octopath was okay. Triangle Strategy was kind of goofy. Various Daylife sounds awful. But this game was originally a mobile game, and it's coming to Switch, and it's also coming to PC. Actually, nice. It came out to Switch literally the day of that direct. So, yeah. But what I've been hearing is that like it's not really that great, so that's unfortunate. And then after that, they showed a game called Factorio, which I thought looked like fucking StarCraft because how the pixels looked.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
But no, it's a building sim like game, which its premise is pretty interesting, where you're stuck on an alien planet and you basically have to rebuild a ship from scratch to escape. Like I said, it looks interesting. After that, they showed a little bit of gameplay for a game, indie game called Ib, where it's actually not an indie game. It is a remake of a 2012 classic from Japan. Huh. Okay. It's basically a girl gets sucked into a mysterious world, in like an art, museum.
Art.
Yeah.
So Mario.
Yeah.
It's basically Mario.
It's basically Mario. Then after that, they showed update for Mario Strikers Battle League, where Pauline and Diddy Kong are coming in, with a new stadium and gear.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, you got that, Mario Strikers. And then after that, they showed some Mario Kart 8 shit. If you like Mario Kart, because they're updating the fuck out of Mario Kart 8. But that's besides the point. Like, it's so going. It is insane. I don't think there's going to be any point where they're going to do Mario Kart 9.
It's kind of like one of those things, like, I think they're trying to hold on as long as they can to put a new one out. To be fair, like, you don't want to end up being that company that puts one out every year, right?
True. You don't want to be Activision with Call of Duty, or Destiny with all them Witch Queen updates.
Man, what you just said 2 great games in a row. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I wonder if Mario Kart 8 is going to have those crackhead movements, like you said.
I wonder if Mario Kart 9 will have
raids. Will Mario's cart be like light Jesus?
Yeah, just imagine a raid with
Mario Karts.
You'd have to be in a cart the whole time.
I mean,
what would you be able to do?
I don't know.
Yeah. I was gonna say Mario Kart with guns, but whatever. Yeah. So.
Oh, like Jack X.
I guess I was just thinking of Call of Duty as well.
Okay. I was gonna say you technically do have like weapons in Mario Kart. Technically,
yeah, it's true.
Anyways, moving on from that, we got Nintendo Switch Sports with their golf update.
That actually looked pretty cool.
You can play up to 8 players with golf.
Yeah, they're just trying to do a friends golf thing. The game we play on.
Golfing with friends.
Yeah, they're just trying to do that because there's 2 or 3 different friend golf games now, like Wii Golf Friends.
There's so many golfing games.
Well, I've never seen any other than the ones I've seen on Steam. It's like 3.
But
I'm saying more specifically like with friends. Like
yeah. There's like a golf RPG. There's like 2 golf RPGs I can think about.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
An RPG?
Yes. There's a golf RPG which I heard is pretty good actually.
No, you stop.
Okay.
You like bad things, and you should know that.
I do, but you know what? I will keep talking about my bad opinions.
Oh,
Golf Story. That's what it's called. Golf Story and like RPG Golf, I think is the other one. But moving on from that, finally people can rejoice with Pikmin 4. Pikmin 4 has been announced.
That's what I originally went to.
Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah. I thought it was a Sony thing. You'd be like, God of War? And like
it was also several Sony things afterwards, but I kept quiet.
Wesley, you sweet Wesley. So yeah, Pikmin. I played the demo for Pikmin 3. I kind of like Pikmin.
Oh my god,
Pikmin's fun. Yeah.
Oh my god!
I've never played a Pikmin. And I played the demo on Switch, and I was like, I think Pikmin might be the game for me.
Oh boy.
Because it's like a weird simulation, like management game with your Pikmin, where you got to manage the amount of Pikmin that you have. And like go explore a little bit, and I'm like, I like this, and it's on sale, and I'm thinking about getting it, but I don't know. But yeah, Pikmin 4 looks interesting. It kind of sucks at the fact that like there's really no other way besides emulation to play the first 2 Pikmin games. Unless
Get a GameCube.
But I say, do you know how much a copy of Pikmin costs?
Does it cost a lot?
I would think so.
I'll sell you Wesley's for $5.
Okay, I'll take that. But anyways, it's also hilarious because before they announced Pikmin 4, they were talking about Pikmin Bloom, the little mobile AR game, which I completely forgot about. But I think that game came out during like the pandemic, where like everybody had like social distance themselves and like try to get some sunlight outside. So yeah, there's this fucking weird AR game with Pikmin. But yeah, Pikmin 4 coming out. They showed a little bit more of Just Dance. That's Just Dance. Harvestella, another farming-like game.
Yeah, more harvesting.
A demo is on Switch, which I have to try out because I think it's a prologue that your save can be transferred over to the main game, but I have to try it out because it does look interesting because it has farming elements, but it's also RPG, like action RPG.
Yeah, it's kind of like Minecrafty.
Yeah. Minecraft. But who gives a fuck about that? We got goddamn Bayonetta 3, baby.
She got her.
She got that Bayonetta. Bayonetta 3 was shown again with a little bit more gameplay, and then after the direct, they showed actual gameplay, and that game looks so fucking sick. Oh my god.
Like another spin at this opening to saying that Bayonetta 3 is happening. Yeah, Bayonetta 3, she got a fat personality.
That's right. Who doesn't love that fat personality? But yeah, Bayonetta 3 looks fucking amazing. I can't wait to play it. I should really play Astral Chain. That was another like.
Yo, my brother played that. I watched him play it. It looked cool.
I should really play that. You know what? New stream game, Astral Chain.
Hell yeah, dude.
I hear it's pretty long.
Baby.
I hear it's pretty long, but fuck it, I'll play it. I don't give a fuck. But
you
then I
played Blue Dragon. I mean, that's always on the table.
Who? Who? I'm sorry, but anyways, but another game that really caught my eye for next year, another anticipated game because of this fucking direct, is Rain Code.
Yeah.
What happened?
I said yeah.
Yeah. You know, Wesley, you know who's making Rain Code? Do you know?
No.
It is the guys that made Danganronpa.
I'm so excited.
It's fucking Danganronpa, baby.
More romp and dangs.
It looks genuinely, it looks really, really fucking good. And obviously it still has elements from Danganronpa because you're slashing through people's words. And then it has like a little like animation flash that's like, you're wrong, or some shit like that. Almost like Phoenix Wright. But like it just looks so good. It looks so good. I'm very excited. Because obviously I am a big fan of Danganronpa. And the story is you're playing a detective with amnesia, trying to figure out some shit that's happened.
Wait a second. You're not a child in high school?
No, you're not.
Middle school?
You're
I don't
not.
know what schools are in.
You're not playing a killing game. You are a detective boy.
You are now Chris Pratt in the Mario movie.
Oh man, it sucks. It sucks. They showed nothing about that movie.
At least they did, mention it.
I guess. Yeah, Miyamoto did say we're working on that movie. He was like,
"Hi guys, Mario."
You like Chris Pratt? Mario Pikmin. But yeah, Rain Code looks really, really fucking interesting. I would say check out a trailer for that, Wesley, to see if you might dig this. I think you might. If you played, you played Danganronpa 1, right?
1 and 2. I didn't finish 2 though.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's good to see that these guys are like doing other shit. Because I'm trying to remember, they did a couple other things. They did like a live action kind of like visual story game called Death Come True. They did that, and then another one they did was I talked about the demo for this that I played. It's called The World End Club, or The World's End Club. the premise was really interesting, but what I've been seeing for like reviews and stuff is that like it's not that great of a game. Which I'm probably gonna wait a little bit more when it goes down in price, but yeah, like there's a demo for it, I think both on PC and on Switch. I've tried the PC demo to see how it was because I also saw reviews for that saying that like the performance of that game is really rough. I think it's because there's something it just doesn't work well with like AMD processors for some reason, and
it's very specific.
It is very true because I have an AMD processor and like the game essentially is a side scroller and you have jumping with it. And whenever I jumped, there was like screen stuttering, and I was just like, "Whoa!" Like that does not look good. And also, I've been seeing is that like it's stuck on 30 frames per second. Like it is no different from the Switch version.
Huh.
Yeah, except for like
specifically because of the AMD processor.
I think it might be. Some people said that they have AMD processors. From the reviews I've been seeing, is that like they have AMD processors, and they're like, I haven't seen an issue. And then there are people who are like, I've been seeing a shit ton of issues. But yeah, like I said, the premise for this game is very interesting. Especially how it starts off. You think it's gonna be like another Danganronpa, but then it changes. Lily, I think like within like the first hour, not even hour, like the first half hour you're playing that game, and then it just switches to its own specific thing. Yeah, the world's end club. Raincode. Yeah, Raincode, good. Then after that, this was another thing I did with my week. So Resident Evil Village is getting a cloud version on Switch. So our RE7, RE2 remake, and RE3 remake, they're coming to Switch only on cloud. So the demo for the cloud version of Village came out literally the day of the direct. I downloaded it. Bro, I didn't even get to 10 minutes of the game, and then a pop-up came up saying, "Thanks for playing our demo. Wait till the full release of the game." And I'm like, I didn't even get to fucking 10 minutes.
I do remember you saying that, and I was just like, it reminded me that I don't want to do it anyways. I don't want to play that game. Why would you want to play a stream?
Yeah, no, it's
cloud-based gaming doesn't work.
So even within the minimum minutes that I had with the game, aiming did not feel good. Turning the camera did not feel good. It felt super delayed, and I'm like, it just does not feel good. I don't know why anybody would want to play on fucking cloud. And all those fucking games are coming on cloud. Like 7 came out on cloud in Japan. That's why a lot of people were surprised to see 7 come to the Switch here in America. But a lot of people have to realize is that Japan has way better fucking internet than the States. So that's why they're able to pull off shit like that, like fucking Kingdom Hearts Cloud and Resident Evil Cloud. But with fucking North American fucking internet and their fucking shitty service with the fucking cloud shit from Nintendo, it just doesn't work. It does not feel good. That's why I'm like, I cannot imagine the people that spent like, I think for all 3 Kingdom Hearts games, I think it was like $70. I can't imagine people spending fucking $70 on the fucking shitty cloud game. It is unfortunate, yeah.
No, yeah, I think that's a dumb idea. I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah, no, don't do it. Yeah, and then after that, Sifu is coming to the Switch with a big resolution downgrade, but I mean that's to be expected if you want the game to run.
It looks so fucking under.
It looks rough. It looks really rough, but I mean, in order for it to actually run well, because that game is like what? Like you have to be precise with your combat and shit like that. So it's something. It's a thing that you got to expect, especially with Switch games. They showed a little bit more of Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Reunion, the remake for Crisis Core.
Hell yeah.
That's also the opposite thing, is that looks good on Switch. Like seeing the gameplay, that was all Switch gameplay. And I'm like, that looks pretty good.
Wasn't it a handheld Crisis Core?
Crisis Core was a PSP. But the remake is using the assets from Remake. But obviously with a little bit of a visual downgrade, but it still looks pretty good.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't look good on there. To be real. I don't think
Anyways.
I don't think it's a graphically heavy, demanding game, right?
I mean,
I think it all depends on graphically how it looks, plus like how much movement has to be put into the game.
Yeah, because like in Crisis Core, every time you get into combat, you're in a set area.
Right.
And there's a good amount of enemies on screen, but it's not like anything crazy like I always say Sifu, where like all these enemies are coming at you.
The thing with Sifu is you have to be everywhere. It's movement, frame rate, plus graphics. They obviously it looks like they went for more of fluid combat instead of graphically.
The fidelity. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, Crisis Core still looks good. I think that's still one of my anticipated games.
Yeah.
I am so hopeful that they keep that fucking ending song in this goddamn remake. Ayaka's Y hits so damn hard at that ending. It made me almost cry at the end of fucking remake because it hits so hard. It hits so when you have this fucking lady coming out, wah, and I'm just like, oh, my heart.
Oh
Zach.
man, you sounded just like her.
Yeah, thank you. I try. That's how much I listen to that song. Anyways, Radiant Silvergun, classic shoot 'em up, came out literally the day of that direct. Radiant Silvergun looks fucking dope. That's Radiant Silvergun. Then you had another thing called Endless Dungeon, which is a roguelike game based in some universe that I'm not sure of. Then you had Tales of Symphonia Remastered, which I thought came out on PS4 and Xbox, but apparently it didn't. There's a HD version that came out on PS3, which I do have, with both 1 and 2 of Tales of Symphonia. But I heard the second game is not good from that series. But yeah, I mean, Tales of Symphonia. If you like the Tales of Symphonia game, you got Tales of Symphonia. Say that 5 times fast. And then you got Life is Hipster, the Arcadia collection. I don't like the writing in Life is Strange. I know people really fucking love Life is Strange, but I cannot take the writing.
It's not great.
I do not like it. I don't like it. But I mean,
I
for
do
those,
not like it, Sam. I am not in a box, not with a fox,
not with Life is Strange.
Not the second one. Get out of here.
All right. Anyways, moving on. But yeah, collection, if you're interested in that, is coming to Switch. And then Romancing Saga Minstrel Song, remastered, is also coming out. Lego Brick Tales, Disney Speedstorm, excuse me. Fall Guys Season 2.
Oh yeah.
And then Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Finally, but what we can say finally of is the goddamn title for Breath of the Wild 2.
Hey, I didn't know that's where we were going. Yes!
We finally got it, y'all.
I didn't play the first one!
It's okay. I mean, it's not, because this is actually a fucking sequel to this, but still, we got Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So,
I can't wait to play as Ganon.
I can't wait to play as Mummy Ganon and then hydrate him, and then he becomes Hot Ganon, possibly, from all that fan art that I've been seeing.
Oh, wait, is it? Is that a real thing?
Oh, there's a shit ton of fan art, and people are like, you just gotta hydrate him, and he's just this big buff dude, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, they showed a little bit of gameplay of Breath of the Wild. God damn it, it's not Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom. It's so hard because it's not Breath of the Wild 2, but yeah, whatever. Part 2. They showed a little bit of gameplay for it. There's a lot of verticality for this game. You're going fucking up elevators or diving down back into the world. They showed a little like stone glider thing that you're on. A lot of cool things. I hope they show more. I'm really hoping they show more. But the other thing that I'm hoping for is that no more weapon degradation. Please, no more. Didn't really like that stuff in Breath of the Wild, but
I have a feeling it comes back.
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe they heard the fan feedback. So yeah, the Direct was pretty good. I know a lot of people were like poking fun at it because it had a lot of farming games, but I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. It had a lot.
It had a lot.
I did not expect Nintendo to have that much. I think Sony had less than Nintendo.
Sony was like 20 minutes compared.
Yeah, Sony was a small little baby one.
Yeah, it was very weird at the fact as to why they just showed stuff. But still, I mean, to be fair, some of the Sony stuff was pretty cool what they showed.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Direct, that was it. And then Wesley, I know you've been really anticipating for State of Play. Please tell us what was shown at the State of Play.
Finally, Jesus.
I know you were waiting for this, you big Sony fanboy.
I gotta go back to this video. So
Everyone buy a PS5 and get PlayStation Extra.
I'm dying. I'm dying.
A bunch of good stuff.
Like,
I keep talking about it. I'll jump in and be like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So we'll start. I'm going with what not like by the list. I'm going by the actual like video.
Okay.
Fucking Tekken 8.
Fuck yeah!
First thing they showed. So like, okay, so when State of Play happened, I was like, oh, okay, cool, State of Play is happening, and then like same day, couple weeks late, like not couple weeks, couple days later, I see like Tekken 8, and I'm like, wait, are people like memeing this or something? And then I actually like look it up, and I'm like, yo, Tekken 8, let's go. So I'm definitely gonna be buying that. That's for sure.
All in engine, baby. All in engine, bro. Those fucking models look so good. They look so good. But it's funny because when they were showing the trailer for that, they showed like a dude, like the armor, like a helmet, and it said G on it, and I was like, what the fuck is this? I thought originally it was Killzone, and I'm like, nah, that's not it. And then obviously in the Tekken lore, there's the G Corp, and that's the shit that like fucking Kazuya fights in like one of the Tekken games. There's like a fucking whole like FMV of fucking Kazuya beating up G Corp dudes. I was like, oh my god, and it looks so good. I'm really hoping Tekken 8 still keeps the elements of Tekken 7. You know, when like your health bars are like super low and you have that slow-mo shit of like who's gonna get like the hit. You remember that?
No, I haven't played 7 in so long.
Oh my god, dude. It was like one of the hypest things when you saw of like Tekken 7 of like both dudes are about to die, and then both you dudes like go in, and then you get that fucking slow-mo with that zoom in of like and it's so fucking good. But yeah, here's hoping that Tekken 8 is the shit. Yeah. So what else we got? What else we got, Wesley?
Next was the Star Wars VR, which honestly couldn't give two shits about.
Wow, you hate Star Wars? You hate women, Wesley? Because Star Wars represents women.
Fuck. Okay, be dumb, sure. And then the Demio VR game.
That looks interesting. It's like a tabletop kind of thing going on. I think that's kind of interesting.
It's like a tabletop, like D&D-esque type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Okay.
Not really my cup of tea.
That's fair.
And this next one was fucking weird. What the fuck is it called? Hold on. The like a dragon Ishin thing. I was like,
fucking let's fucking go.
I was like, wait, why is Kiryu here?
You're like, is this Yakuza?
Yeah. And then towards the end, you see Majima, and I'm like, wait, what?
I think it's hilarious because then you have your perspective where it's like, what is this? And then me on my perspective, if you watch the stream that I did, I was like, let's fucking go! Like I was just yelling. Yeah. So let me explain what Ishin is. So it is basically this is a game that came out, I think, on PS3. There was also another one called Kensen, some shit like that. Hold on. Kenzen. Uh, and Ishin is supposed to be like a samurai tale with all the Yakuza characters as those specific characters from that tale.
Mm-hmm.
Kenzan is supposed to be the story of Miyamoto Musashi, but Kiryu is Miyamoto Musashi.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like these weird spin-off games that just exist. But it is fucking crazy that this particular game is coming to the West, because this was something that a lot of people that were playing Yakuza 4 and 3 on PS3 were like, can you bring the other shit over? And at the time, Sega was like, I don't know, like, you know, do these games really sell well in the West? And then because of the big boom of Yakuza, it's like they're pushing all this shit out. Ishin is incredibly interesting. I like the fact that it's basically a remaster / remake of the PS3 game, because they're using some of the character models from Yakuza 8. No, not 8, Yakuza 7. So like there were some characters that I saw, I was like, wait, that character's in Yakuza 7. I was like, they're just using that model? And it's just like, yep, they're just using character models from all the games to this point. Yeah, Ishin, they also did a gameplay like demo. I think IGN did that. I watched a little bit of it and I was like, yep, that looks pretty good. I like the beat 'em ups, but with samurai swords.
Yeah.
But all I want is fucking Ryuga Gotoku Black Panther. That's the shit that I want. If you don't know what Black Panther is, it is a fucking PSP game. But the music in that is fucking dope. It is, some of the songs were written by the guy who did Jet Set Radio. So it is fucking dope ass music. But there's a little like lore thing that happens in Black Panther, because you're not playing as Kiryu, you're playing as like a side character. I forget what his name is, but he's like an underground fighter. It's essentially Baki, but Yakuza kind of. But there's like a little lore thing that happens in that game where you're talking to a bunch of thugs, and these guys are like, yeah, like we do like this whole like initiation process where if a guy wants to join our group, he has to go find this dude in a gray suit and basically try to beat him or fight him. And it's just like, oh, that's why you get a bunch of random dudes coming up to Kiryu being like, hey motherfucker, I want to fight you. It is goofy. It's really funny. But yeah, Ishin, crazy. Here's hoping Kenzan gets the same treatment.
Sure.
Yeah, you're welcome. There's the lore.
You welk.
You're welcome. That's coming out February. So 2023. God, 2023 seems so fucking good. Anyways, go ahead, Wesley.
And then they showed like little snippets of Harry Potter. Which I'm honestly still kind of butthurt that you're not gonna be able to play Quidditch.
I know, baby. I know.
That's like one of their like top things for Harry Potter is like the whole Quidditch thing.
Yeah, but I mean, who knows? Maybe we get the lore of wizards teleporting their shit to the shit dimension. Canon. That's canon. Yeah, it's weird because we mentioned this last episode. It's just like all the other Harry Potter games had Quidditch. It's just this one that's just decided nah. Even though some of their promotional material was like, oh, here's some of these characters playing Quidditch. And it's like, what?
Oh yeah, like
it's so bizarre. And yeah, basically the studio behind that was just like, nah, like our main focus isn't Quidditch. It's like the exploration of the Harry Potter world, and everybody's like, we don't give a fuck. Let us play Quidditch.
yeah.
I don't know. It's goofy. Wesley?
Sorry. Then you have Pacific Drive.
Oh yeah, that first-person driving game.
Yeah.
That looks interesting.
It's really weird though.
It reminds me of like somewhat of like a survival game. I thought it was like kind of like Long Dark, if you guys know what that game is.
I haven't played it.
The Long Dark is like a survival game, and it's like almost the same art style. It's kind of like cell shading a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't get that far into the Long Dark, but I kind of enjoyed what I played of it. But yeah, I mean, you're driving around, I guess, the Pacific Northwest, and
Everything's going to shit because something happened.
yeah, some weird anomaly that you see, like a
Yeah.
shooting a light into the sky.
It looked very silly.
I mean, that's video games, bruh. Video games look silly.
There's some that look not silly.
I mean, if your character was basically like Jesus, would you like this game? And if he had a gun that shoots pulse rounds, would you enjoy this game?
If it was Destiny or Call of Duty, yeah, I'd love this game.
Okay, there we go. Just put Call of Duty. What is this called, Wesley?
Pacific Drive.
Yeah, Call of Duty Pacific Drive. There you go.
Wow,
Call
what
of
an
Duty
actual
Drive.
amazing game.
Yeah, there
Can't
you go.
believe Call of Duty and Activision were so brave to make this.
This is a testament to their bravery.
So brave.
It's so controversial. What else we got, Wesley?
Then you got the speaking of what call it, the anime game Sin Duality.
I'm not gonna.
God, I
not-
remember this. I just don't I can't visually see it in my head.
Not gonna lie, that is pretty interesting. I like mechs. I like mechs.
Yeah, there we go.
You got a mech, and then you got a floating anime girl right next to you, and I'm like, oh, okay. The only thing that looked a little weird during that trailer was that like a lot of enemies look a little hit spongy. Like it doesn't feel like there's enough impact from like the guns and like I think the melee attacks as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks a little wonky, but I mean, I like mechs.
I mean, what's also weird is like their style of mechs isn't like traditional mechs.
You know what it looked like? It looked like Diva's like mech thing from Overwatch.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of that because it's more like ovalish. Like it's not
Yeah,
really
it's
like
ovalist with like a backpack.
yeah, it's not like really big, bulky, like fucking like Gundam mech. It's like
No.
very small Diva Overwatch looking mech. But who knows? I would like to see a little bit more gameplay of this. I don't know who's exactly developing this.
No idea. I don't think they said it in the trailer.
Oh, it's being published by Bandai Namco.
Let's fucking sure.
Huh. By Bamco. Ooh,
Yeah.
actually, yeah, what I'm seeing is that this game's gonna have PvPvE.
I could see that.
Interesting. Okay, I'm interested. I'm kind of interested.
Question is like, how are they gonna do it? Because with some PvE VP games, they're not the greatest.
I can't really think of one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
Like, like I don't know, cause it's like you have to balance a bunch of things for it to make sure it's like actually like enjoyable that people want to keep coming back and playing it.
Yeah, I'm more curious if they're gonna have like a beta for this at any point to see if it has like any network stability.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like any like online game's gonna have to have
Some kind of beta.
some type of
Yeah. Well, here's hoping. But yeah, Bandai Namco. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, Wesley. What else?
You got another anime type ish game called Stella Blade, which is a PlayStation 5 exclusive.
Yeah, so I remember when I saw this trailer, I was like, "This is this Project Eve game. It's a Korean game." But what from seeing from this trailer, it looks pretty good.
It looks wild, yeah.
Looks pretty
it
good.
seems like a Souls game, to be honest.
I mean, I was thinking more
Like-
Devil May Cry. Like it looks very Devil May Cry. But the only thing that I have to like give a little criticism is that your main character's hair is going all over the place. They're
assume
going,
they fix that.
yeah, they're going hard on that hair physics. But overall, I think the visual style for this game looks really good. I like the weird like cyber future that it has. Yeah, Korean studio that's doing this. I don't know what else this studio has worked with, but I think this might be their first game. Yeah, Stellar Blade. Yeah, I should really check out the whole PlayStation blog stuff, because like a lot of the PlayStation blog stuff is like really going in depth per game. Looks cool though. Looks really cool. What else?
Next we got Rise of the Ronin.
Oh my god.
That's sadly not coming out for another 2 years.
Oh god, because they have so much other things. They still got fucking Wolong to do. God. This, like, seeing this, I was like, holy shit. I was like,
it was dope.
Koei Tecmo, Team Ninja, and I'm like, wait, they're doing another game? Like, they still, like, Wolong has not, like the demo just came out for this thing. But there's also, like, rumors that they're doing, like, a Monster Hunter-like game for Xbox. So I don't know when that's gonna be revealed. But yeah, fucking Rise of the Ronin looks dope as fuck. Looks so cool.
Because like from the trailer, when they show him parrying the other samurai guy, like launching him and flipping him
doing like
mid-air.
a fucking drop with him, like an Azuna drop. I was like, holy shit, that's cool. And then you have like the execution like stuff, like those animations, you know, with like
with the rifle.
Yeah, the rifle. I think there's another one, like a spear, like that shit. And it looks open world. Like, it looks like an open world game. Like, it's not like Neo or Wolong, where it's like very linear, like you just have a set path. Like, when you see the dude fucking jump off and then he has like this fucking like glider. I was like, whoa, this looks nuts. This looks fucking nuts. Yeah, very excited. 2024 though. But that's also crazy, because it's like, it's 2024, but they have fucking gameplay of this thing.
Yeah, they have like a very functional trailer.
Yeah, it's like, it's not even a teaser. It is functional gameplay, which was surprising. But 2024, unfortunately.
2024, fortunately.
What are you talking about, bro? Stop it.
Excuse me. PlayStation 5 exclusive.
Rise of the Destiny. There we go. Good game now.
Perfect game. 10 out of 10. Would buy 5 times.
All right.
Rise of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Absolute
Destiny.
Wonderful game. Would buy 19 times out of 10.
What else we got, Wesley?
Like little snippet of God of War Ragnarok.
That was a good video.
Introducing the whole controller for it.
That looks cool. I would buy it, but I already have like 3 controllers.
Honestly, I feel like they could have done more with the controller.
Yeah, it's very simplistic, but the other thing is that like I have a fucking controller right here that's almost as similar, and it's an Xbox controller. It's just blue and white, and that thing is also blue and white. But you got the wolves.
Kratos and his son.
But I think you're forgetting another thing, Wesley. You're forgetting them talking about the goddamn digital collectibles coming to PlayStation Stars.
Oh yeah, this shit's so stupid.
Oh yeah, baby. Not
basically
NFTs.
NFTs.
Not yeah. Basically
NFTs. I mean, it's not, but
it kind of feels like
who wants to use digital collectibles as like, because they were like, show it off. That's what my trophies are for, my guy.
I mean, PlayStation Stars is still relatively vague because of like the whole point system I think they were going to implement as well. But I don't know. I don't care about the digital collectibles, to be honest. Even though I am a person that does digital trophy hunting. So yeah. Anyways, but yeah, God of War Ragnarok. What do you want to talk about?
It was controller, and then they showed a fucking trailer for the game.
There was a part
Dude,
there was a part of me that shouldn't have watched that trailer because of like I feel like I'm ruining it for myself.
You played one, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah,
But no, I wanted to experience the new game, you know, not seeing anything, but it's so hard because it's like you do want to see all that cool shit.
Yeah.
So I had to watch it, and I was like, God damn, I'm still very excited for this game. Coming out next month?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
No, November.
No,
It's
November.
Yeah.
November. That's right.
Call of Duty is next month.
November. November
this trailer's
13th?
So good.
Oh my god, Wesley. Oh my god. Yes, we know. It looks so fucking good. But the cool. Oh, November 9th.
Fritos. Yeah.
November 9th.
I'm about to boom.
I'm about to cool everywhere. But yeah, a lot of really fucking cool visuals. The whole thing with the wolves. The fucking giant ass jellyfish thing that comes out of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
Even the beginning where you had the guy coming out with the fucking silhouette, and I think everybody knows that's gonna be fucking Odin. You had a little bit of gameplay with the traversal stuff where you're using the chains to like swing around, which feels very God of War. Like, what is it, 2 that they introduced that shit where you're doing like swinging from point to point. And then yeah, the ending of that. Well, even before that, you had a little bit of like Kratos talking to Tyr,
Yes.
the Norse God of War, and
Oh, I have a sneaky suspicion on that one, by the way.
oh,
I mean, this isn't like blow your fucking mind type of shit, obviously, because this entire game's always death. But I have a feeling Tyr is gonna end up being like on the wrong side of Kratos.
From the trailer, it starts off that way. Because that's when he first helps him out of pretty much prison, and then like towards the end, they're like, "All right, brothers," kind of thing. I don't know if they're actually.
yeah,
Gonna be,
we're both God of War, so they're gonna have like
Yeah.
the thing I'm most
Maybe they
interested.
kiss.
Yeah, I'm more interested.
He was like,
more-
yeah, okay.
Yeah. No, because like I'm very interested to basically hear these two characters talk about being gods of war. Like
Yeah.
that is what I'm very interested
Well,
in.
you
to
know,
see.
Kratos is gonna be like, but I'm the most god
He's
of
like,
war.
I killed
They
so
named the game after me. This game's so meta.
I killed so many people in Greece, and then Tyr's like, "What's Greece?" And he's like, "Oh yeah."
Tyr's like, I coomed.
That's I'm cool to kiss, and then Kratos is like, "Yeah," and it's like, "All right," and it's like, "Cool."
You think their blades will touch?
I hope they do. The tips will touch. That should be the subtitle of God of War Ragnarok. The tips will touch. But yeah, God of War Ragnarok looks very interesting. And then, like I said, the ending of that is you fighting fucking Thor.
Oh yeah, the clash of the Leviathan axe and Mjolnir.
Meow meow meow.
Meow,
Meow,
meow.
Yeah, those two things. So there's a lot of people speculating that like hopefully God of War introduces more weapons because the only things you have are the Leviathan axe and the Blades of Chaos.
Yeah.
There's some speculations, bro. You want to hear one of the speculations that I'm thinking of? It's gonna be meow meow.
Possibly. But like if they're doing the whole like lore thing with Thor's hammer, then I don't know.
Nah, fuck that. Kratos is like, I'm worthy. And then he just pulls it up. And he's like, suck my dick, Thor. And
Hey, suck my unit.
Suck my unit. Yeah. I'm really like I'm looking forward to this game like as much as everybody else is. I'm really looking forward to this game. Looks so good, and like I said, the visuals and shit that they're really like honing in on a lot of the lore with the Norse shit is really cool. I mean, I think they talked about this game being like the last of like the Valhalla, like the Norse like arc of God of War. I'm very curious as to like the whole ending of the first game. You remember that the whole secret that was shown at the end of the first game? I don't want to say it here because like it's probably still a little bit of a spoiler.
Yeah. Well, after like the mural
The mural. Well, the mural and after that.
and like you finding out about like
The
thing.
name. Yes,
Yeah.
the name. Yeah. Like I'm very curious as to like where that's gonna like come in, you know?
Yeah.
So oh god. 2 more months.
Yep.
2 more months. So yeah, that was basically the state of play. Some cool ass shit.
And one thing I noticed in the trailer, just rewatching it, is at some point, Tears holding on to the Blades of Chaos
Ooh.
for whatever reason.
I didn't know that. I didn't see that.
I'm trying to find it again.
That's okay. It's alright. But I mean, that's probably the point where him and Kratos are gonna kiss. So that's fine.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's 2032.
2032. Alright. I'll watch that. Alright, I got the fucking trailer right here. Oh my god. This fucking stupid age verification bullshit. Are you old enough to watch this? Shut up. You don't know me.
I'm older than you. Shut up.
I'm older than this fucking franchise. Shut up. Man, I really want to know how long fucking Tears is gonna be with you.
He might go off by himself for a bit after you rescue him.
Probably. He's gonna go off do Tear Gaiden.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna have his own little sub story. He's gonna be like, oh, I guess I'm going to Mexico and I'm gonna be dealing with Aztec gods. You know what? That actually sounds fucking dope. I'm not gonna lie. Dealing with fucking Aztec gods. God, this game looks.
Gods? Wow. I didn't know they had such implants back then.
Anyways, God of War looks pretty good though. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I see it. He is holding one of the Blades of Chaos. Wait, but I think it's just the chain. Because I see that like it looks like the chain is like I think he just grabbed it from Kratos because those things are still fucking chained to him.
Well, no, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, they're probably gonna kiss right there. After they grasp hands, Tears gonna be like, come here for a little smooch. And Kratos is like, okay. And then they smooch.
Oh, unless two are just lifting Tier up. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. Smooch. So yeah, that was the state of play. Get excited for God of War. But then we got the big ass shit. We got the big boy. Big boy. Tokyo Game Show happened.
Yeah, don't really care.
What are you talking about, Wesley? What are you talking about?
Tokyo's my favorite place in America.
Exactly. He knows. So yeah, Tokyo Game Show happened.
You can't ignore me forever, old man.
So the first thing that they showed, basically I'm gonna be talking about points of interest in Tokyo Game Show. Obviously the first day that they showed was Xbox's thing, which is fucking weird to think about because Microsoft doesn't really have a huge lead in the market when it comes to like gaming in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But they're trying, and obviously they're working with a lot of Japanese companies at this point. How even like acquiring like a couple of other companies to appeal to the Japanese market. Like I said, they're still trying. Yeah, they showed some shit. Basically stuff that's coming to Game Pass is basically what they showed. And also stuff that was originally exclusive to like Switch or like PlayStation is coming to Xbox. So Assassin's Creed Odyssey is coming to Game Pass. I think they're going to do the upgrade for that. Danganronpa V3, Despot Game. I don't remember what that is. Metal Hellsinger, Ni no Kuni 1 and 2, The Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds, I believe, is getting an upgrade as well for newer consoles. They showed a little bit of the demo for Wolong. And Wolong is also going to be coming to Game Pass as well. Deathloop also coming to fucking Xbox, because that was a PlayStation 5 exclusive game and PC. But this was before they bought Bethesda. And I think Deathloop is also getting like a update or like an upgraded version. I think like the gold version. But I think that's going to be Xbox exclusive, I think, from what I remember. Either way, they showed some stuff for Persona 5, The Royal, Beacon Pines, Slime Rancher 2 Early Access, Grounded, Moonscars, Valheim, and the shit that I was not expecting, fucking Fuga 2. Oh, and Power World. Forgot about Power World. But yeah, Fuga 2, a thing of I can't believe the fucking sequel. So I mentioned this earlier, was that I was in the middle of playing Fuga 1, and I was like, oh, cool, alright, I'm enjoying this game, I'm in the middle of the story, and then I'm watching the fucking Tokyo Game Show Xbox thing, and it's like, here's Fuga 2, and I'm like, wait, what? And I'm like, alright, I can't watch this, because it might have spoilers and shit. But yeah, Fuga 2 is there. Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle is also coming. A bunch of fighting games is coming to Xbox. Yeah, Blaze Blue. Guilty Gear Strive is coming to Xbox. And yeah, just basically that. Basically that for Xbox. Just a lot of stuff that either was originally out on other stuff, and maybe a couple of like new reveals. But yeah, Fuga 2 was like the biggest one where I was like, what the fuck? Who? And yeah. Then after that was Capcom's whole shizzles. They showed some more updates for Monster Hunter Sunbreak. They showed a little bit more for Resident Evil Village Gold, which has the DLC. What is it? The Rose DLC and the third person stuff and the stuff for Mercenaries. They also revealed that Resident Evil 4 Remake is coming to PS4. So PS4 users get to play a little bit of that Resident Evil 4 Remake. They showed some more stuff for Exoprimal. I forgot. You said you got into the game, the beta, right, Wesley?
Yeah, the demo thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh god. It was alright, you said?
Yeah. That's like one of the whole like PvE VP games I was talking about.
Oh, that's right. That was PvP VPE PE.
Yeah, I gotta like work on.
Yeah, that's right. Then after that, they showed the collection for Mega Man Battle Network, which I never played that series, but some people like it. And then oh yeah, the Winter's expansion, that's what it's called. Exoprimal, Mega Man, and then they showed Street Fighter 6. Oh my fucking god, this game. I can't wait. Oh my god. Fucking Street Fighter 6 and fucking Tekken 8 is gonna be the fucking shit. Oh my god. Tekken Fighter is gonna be so good.
Tekken better.
So yeah, and then like afterwards they showed 4 returning characters coming to Street Fighter 6. Ken, E Honda, Blanca, and Dalsim. So returning characters are coming back. Ken looks so goddamn good. But everyone else looks really fucking fantastic. Like design wise and gameplay wise, they look really fucking cool. And then Capcom also announced a closed beta for Street Fighter. So I didn't sign up because you got to make a Capcom account, and I think at this point the signing already closed. So there's that. But October 6th or October, sometime in October is when the beta will start. All right, and then after that, Konami talked about fucking Yu-Gi-Oh. they like Yu-Gi-Oh. And then another thing that we talked about, I think in one of the episodes, is that Konami was, I think it was last week as well. Konami was hinting at a well-beloved series making a comeback, and basically they were talking about Suikoden. So for those that don't know what Suikoden is, it is a JRPG that a lot of people fucking love. And basically are getting remasters for 1 and 2 coming in 2023. And it'll be coming out on everything: PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC. So yeah, Suikoden. It's very interesting. I want to say gameplay wise, but like it is a turn-based RPG where you basically build up your party and you can have like a shit ton of people on your party. But yeah, it looks very cool. And then Sega talked about Sonic. Yeah, they talked about Sonic, and then
the new famous open world game.
Yeah, the famous open world game Sonic.
Nice.
Yeah. Wait, was there anything else that I missed, or just Sonic? Sonic. Okay. So yeah, they talked about Sonic. 505 did their own thing. Well, I should probably go back to Sega, but I'll leave that afterwards. Yeah, 505 Games had their own thing where they talked about Gunfire Reborn, a game called Serial Killers, Re-Legend, Assetto Corsa, Uden Chronicles, Rogue Spirit, Unholy, Unheard, Voices of Crime, Stray Blade. Oh, Stray Blade sounds familiar. Anyways, Miasma Chronicles, and then Square Enix had their thing as well. Talked about Octopath. There was a Walking Dead thing that happened, and D3 Publisher has a new game coming out called Samurai Maiden.
Where was the Samurai Maiden?
That's hilarious. Oh, no, not Walking Dead game, excuse me. It's called Wanted Dead. But kind of going back to Sega, the day before, RGG Studios, the studios that made Yakuza, came out with their own little fucking showcase. So besides Ishin, they showed goddamn Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who has no name. What the fuck is this called?
No idea what you're talking about.
Oh my god, what is it called? Hold on. Shut your face. I know what I'm talking about. The man who erased his name. So this is basically Kiryu's side story from in between 6 and 7.
Sure.
Wow, Wesley. So much hate for Kiryu. And then they showed fucking a little teaser for Yakuza 8. So there's a chance you might be playing as Kiryu and Ichiban. So maybe like Yakuza 0 almost, where you had Majima and Kiryu, but this time you have Kiryu and Ichiban. But goddamn, Kiryu looks like fucking Dante from Devil May Cry, or Nero, because he dyed his hair white-ish. He looks like Nero. But yeah, the man who erased his name is a side story, but it's essentially because the teaser for that is basically, Kiryu is like living at like a temple, I think, and he's approached by a man that's like, all right, I know you have no name, so your codename is Joryu. And it's like, what? Joryu? And I don't know. Probably cool ass shit happens. But not only that, I was losing my fucking mind because, well, besides these games being shown off, and obviously Yakuza 8, well, not Yakuza 8, Like a Dragon 8, because that's also the other thing that the RGG studio is talking about, is that they're basically rebranding away from Yakuza, because they're going by Like a Dragon. Because that's what the literal translation of those games in Japan is called. It's called Like a Dragon. It's not called Yakuza. But anyways, Like a Dragon 8, and then lose my mind because PC ports of Judgment finally happened. For Judgment and Lost Judgment. So that's fucking sick. I don't know how the fuck they got that workaround with that talent agency that was basically hindering the PC ports for these games. So I feel like I've talked about this way before, about like the reasoning as to why Judgment couldn't come on PC, but to basically TLDR it, is that the agency that the main actor works at didn't want his likeness to be used on PC because they were afraid of him being put in mods to have sex with him.
Oh yeah, you did talk about this.
That was basically it. But like I said, I don't know what the fuck the workaround was they did in order for these PC ports to come out. Yeah, Judgment, fucking good. I kind of want to replay through Judgment again. I gotta just play through Lost Judgment, but still. Here's hoping that maybe there's a Lost Judgment 3. I don't know how Lost Judgment. There's a Judgment 3, but I don't know how Lost Judgment ends. And I think there was like whole rumors that like they were ending it at Lost Judgment, but this was like before, they got the I guess the approval of that agency, to put it on PC. So who knows? Yep. So good week to be a Yakuza / Like a Dragon fan. Here's hoping that there's sick ass minigames.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to customize my toy car.
Oh my god.
Dude, I spent so much fucking time on that minigame. Oh my god. I spent so much fucking time on that minigame. Did you ever play Mahjong in those?
Depends on which game you're talking about.
And any of the Yakuza... Mahjong is like in all the Yakuza games.
No. Yeah, no idea.
Okay, that's fair. Oh, and there's also the fucking Fist of the North Star Yakuza game. Anyways. Like a Dragon, crazy. Crazy that they're rebranding, but I mean, it makes sense. Because it's literally what the title is called in Japan. Yeah, so that's it for the week. We did it, y'all.
It's been a week, boys.
We did it, y'all. Anything you guys are excited for that was shown in any of these showcases? I know I went on about like God of War and Ishin and Tekken 8.
I think I touched on everything as we went through.
Did you touch the tip?
I will when I play God of War.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing else? Nothing else that captured your eye?
The Project E game.
Stellar Blade?
Yeah, that one. That one looks like it's gonna be pretty dope. Fucking Tekken 8, obviously. Jesus. Definitely be playing that, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. What about Tears of the Kingdom? What about Fire Emblem Engage?
No. Bad game. Bad
Engage.
premise. I'm gonna get out of here. But
Wow.
Good week, boys.
Good week, we did it.
I'm proud of all of us, and Engage is terrible. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
All right, bye.
It's just me and you, Wesley.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm kind of tempted for that Assassin's Creed one.
Mirage
Yeah, the
or
Mirage. Yeah,
okay, okay.
the Mirage is pretty cool.
Hopefully they're showing more. Hopefully they show fucking gameplay for that thing eventually.
Yeah.
Anything else?
As far as I know, not really.
All right. Well, for me, bro, obviously God of War. Rain Code. Because Danganronpa.
Mm-hmm.
Legend of Zelda, of course. Bayonetta. Fucking forgot. Bayonetta 3. Bayonetta 3. Yeah, Bayonetta 3. Rise of the Ronin. Obviously, all that fucking Yakuza stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Tekken 8. Yes, completely forgot. Tekken 8. Street Fighter 6. And I want to see more of that Sin Duality game. I want to see more of that.
Yeah, like
I,
cause whatever they showed, I think was just PvE
yeah,
stuff.
I'd like to see more of that. Uh, yeah, and then I'm trying to look at like, oh, Fuga 2, Fuga. Uh, and then yeah, mostly some stuff from the Capcom shit, like obviously the Village expansion and some. Well, I mean, I guess still play through Monster Hunter Rise specifically.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically that's it. That's it. I don't know if there's any other things happening later this year, but I mean, we're already reaching the end of this year, so I think there's really nothing left.
Yeah.
Um,
Which is insane because this month like literally just flew by.
yeah, it is really weird. But I mean, we did it, y'all. We did it.
Lowy Simo.
Oh, that also reminds me. So I got 2 new games. I got Ghostwire Tokyo and I got Horizon Zero Dawn. Not Zero Dawn.
New
Forbidden
Horizon.
West. Yeah, Forbidden
Yeah.
West. But I'm holding off on those games. I know Ghostwire wasn't necessarily the greatest game. I heard it was like very mid, so I'm holding off on that for a little bit. I got it because it was cheap.
Mm.
Thanks GameFly.
Mm.
It was super cheap, and Horizon. I'm really wanting a new TV, and I want to experience Horizon on a new TV. So I'm holding off on Horizon as well.
Mm.
But yeah, I so many fucking games, dude, that I still got to play through. I like this was part of my week was that like I basically fucking zoomed through Fuga, and I got all the trophies for that thing. So that was the only thing I played the entire week. But I started up other shit that I completely forgot about, and obviously, I was in the middle of playing Lords of the Fallen, the first one. I was in the middle of playing the first Saints Row game because I want to go through all the Saints Rows. And I played the Pikmin 3 demo to the point where I want to buy Pikmin 3 and play Pikmin 3.
Dude,
Like,
Pikmin 3 is fun.
I really want to play it. I really enjoyed my time with it. But like I said, I really got to figure out what to play, and then on top of that, what I'm gonna be streaming. So I also got to figure out what exactly I'm gonna play because I just beat the Torna DLC thing for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and I don't know if I want to go straight into Xenoblade Chronicles 3, but I kind of want to at the same time. So who knows? Who knows? Anything you're gonna plan on playing or gonna play?
I've been honestly thinking about getting Dying Light 2.
Same.
Stay Zombie. Cause like I was at Walmart the other day, probably a couple of weeks back. I saw it was like 40 something, and I was like, oh, okay, or not 40, probably like 50 something to be honest. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I was
Tempting.
like, let me check Amazon because I gotta like buy stuff off of Amazon. So I checked Amazon and it was like $38, and I was like, okay, I'll probably just get it from here.
So I've been seeing on GameFly it's $20, but there's also
The
shipping.
shipping's probably not gonna be that much though.
It's like $2 for shipping. So
Yeah.
but yeah, it's $20 on GameFly, and it's pre-owned, but essentially GameFly, but GameFly's whole thing is you know how like their whole thing is like send out just the discs, and if you want to
Yeah.
keep it,
Just
they'll
like
send you
test it out, then they send you the box.
yeah. So it's basically that it's all like new shit. It like all the cases I've gotten from GameFly, not a single like dent or tear or anything in it because it's all new. So
Yeah.
they all look good. I've gotten like a couple shit from GameFly that I think I mentioned in a couple episodes back, but too many games that I got and not enough time. Or
Yeah, like the only reason I'm probably getting it from Amazon is because like I still have other stuff to do or
yeah,
get from there. So I might as well just like buy everything at once instead of like doing multiple
you're gonna get that
packages.
you're gonna get that webcam.
Oh yeah, that is something I should check too.
All right. Well, I mean, I think we could call it an episode. So, Wesley, thanks for showing up. Thanks for stopping by. Howler, you're with us in spirit. Touch
He's
the
playing
tips.
League.
Yeah, of course he is. Of course he's playing fucking League.
League's
But
fun, so I don't blame him.
anyways, until then, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be back in another Dirty Controller Boys podcast.
Word.
Well, the Dirty Controller Boys podcast. Anyways, we'll be back.
We'll be around.
All right. Bye.
Word.